Hello everyone. Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi everybody, welcome back. Good morning. I hope you're having a good morning. Come on in, or afternoon or evening or night, whenever you're watching. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. Come on in, join, take off your shoes, please, and pull up a chair. Grab your tea, make a snack. We're going to be here for a couple hours, so if you don't have a snack or tea or whatnot yet, that's okay. You've got time, so go ahead, make a snack, and we'll hang out. So we get together every Monday and Wednesday now from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. We're going to be getting together twice a week, and then I'm going to be aiming to have tutorials out once a week or once every 2 weeks. It's going to be a little bit more difficult this spring, summer, because A, I'm planning a wedding, and B, I have to do all of my gardening things. So I'm not like pushing on the tutorial end right now. I'm focusing on getting our garden in order and also getting our like wedding plans done. So the live streams are going to be Mondays and Wednesdays, and then tutorials will come out on Fridays when I have them available for you. I'm still going to be giving all of the patrons pictures of my bullet journal spreads. You have a bed. I even moved it so you could be like safe. Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing? You're not supposed to be allowed to fly yet. Get back in there. Little troublemakers. Not supposed to fly yet. They're only a week old. Or like a week and a few days. Cute little babies though. Anywho, so if that sounds like a thing you're into, live streams, which we talk about craft stuff, we talk about baby birds, because I've got a lot of baby birds right now. I have chickens. So if you like baby birds, if you like chickens, if you like chatting, crafting stuff, yarn stuff. I'm going to show off all of my handmade sweaters today. I have over 15 handmade sweaters now, and I'm going to show them all off. And what else do we do here? We talk about animals, plants, pets. I've got lots of house plants. Right now they're not beautifully displayed because I have a terrarium of birds and a pile of sweaters to show you, but still. That's what I've got right now. So, Maggie would love to see some gardening videos, like a vlog. That sounds like a good idea, because I can just set up the camera while I'm already doing work. It's just the editing that is the frustrating thing. When I'm doing a tutorial, it's the filming. When it's not a tutorial, it's the editing. Because if I'm not filming a tutorial, I don't have like a story plan in mind, and then it ends up being way more footage than I want to edit. Whereas when it's a tutorial, it takes me a lot of energy to like just sit down to edit, just to film, because I have to like record instructions, you know? But let me see who's in the chat first to say good morning to you all. Karen's the first one in this morning. Good morning, Karen. Dina's here as well. Nice to see you. Karen, if you switch your username from Orbs66 to Karen, everyone will know that your name is Karen. If not, that's okay. You'll just have to introduce yourself as Karen at every live stream, because nobody will remember. I'll try to remember, but I mean like overall. Dina's here too. Good morning, Dina. Nice to have you. And Louisa. Hi, Louisa. Excited. Orbs, that's funny. Working on a mermaid, Dina says. Mermaid tail blanket. Crochet and knitting puppets. That's awesome. Oh, Candies. Hi. Good morning. Morning, I'll get comfy. Nice to see you. Working on getting out of bed again. That sounds pretty reasonable, Maggie. And Louise is here. A lot of coffee and searching for a job. Well, you need coffee for that for sure then. Good morning, Rebecca. You want to see something fun? Let me see. Look. Oh, I can't show your address because that would be a bad idea. But look, I've got the thing done for your thing that's coming to you, and I've got your package already wrapped up. I just have to take it to the post office. So even though I'm like really, really delayed at everything, it's happening. Eventually anyway. Donka's here too. Hi, Donka. And Caitlin, hello. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Lita's here as well. Good morning. And Caroline, good morning, Laura. You look gorgeous today. Oh, thank you. I just showered. So I also tried those soap brows. You know, the TikTok soap brows where you put, so I have wax for my eyebrows, so I put wax on first. It's like purposely for eyebrows. And then I used and then I used the soap technique. So they're like, I don't think they're any different, but I feel like I did makeup because I brushed my eyebrow hairs out. So thank you. I might start a new pair of socks today. Rebecca, you know what we should do? This would go for anybody who knits socks. I would love to trade you yarn for socks because I never want to make socks ever, but I do want hand knitted socks. And I can dye yarn. So I can dye yarn. Stop. Stop. I don't want any. Go lie down. Go. I don't have anything for you. Lie down. Go. Go lie down. Go lie down. Shame. You should feel shame. You're sleeping so well, and then as soon as I start streaming, you're like, ooh. The drama of this animal. I want to learn to knit socks. Maggie, I feel as though I want to learn to knit socks, and then every single time I try, I get like very stressed, so I don't actually. But I like dyeing yarn, and I can do that well, and I can have a fun time doing it. So I would rather trade hand-dyed yarn for socks. But I have a lot of sweaters to show you. I didn't realize how many I've made until yesterday. I was collecting all of the washed sweaters, and they were all dry now, and I was getting ready to fold them up, and I was like, oh my god, there are like a lot of sweaters that I have made. So I thought we could go through them, maybe talk about the yarn of each one, talk about like my idea for each one. Maybe I'll show off the bullet journal drawing for each one, and you guys can kind of see what my process is. I don't know. I think that might be a fun way to sort of chat handmade stuff and also talk, you know. Rebecca, I need to tweeze my brows. I am very scared to do that. Anytime that I do, I seem to pull out like a like a foundation hair, you know what I mean? Like one of the ones where when you pull it out, you're like, oh no, that was literally a hair that now there's a bald spot. So I haven't been. What I've been doing is I'll brush my eyebrow hairs like all in one direction, and then I'll trim you know how your hairs taper off? I'll like trim the tapered top part, but pretty much other than that, I'm only dealing with the hairs that grow here, because if I deal with any of the other hairs, we usually have a problem. So let me just grab my notebooks because they have all my drawings in them. Hey there, Beauty Journals. Nice to see you. Thank you for being a patron. Love my patrons. Thank you, Rebecca, too. Thank you, all of you, for supporting me. I appreciate you. You make me feel special, and also you make me less nervous about when my water bill is due. Okay, let's see. I have quite a few notebooks that I've been drawing in. I'm just going to grab the most recent ones because I'm pretty sure all of the sweaters that I've got are in one of these 5 notebooks. It'll be kind of fun. It'll be like going through memory lane, notebook memory lane. Okay, so I was telling you on Monday that I was meeting up with a person. I'm so sorry, Thunder. I just can't have you on my lap during this part. You lie down in your bed. Okay, so I told you on Monday I was meeting up with someone as well to swap some eggs for some fabric. So there was a free ad on my local marketplace, free fabrics, 2 boxes of big fabric for free, and I was looking for free fencing. Right now we're trying to redo the fence in the chicken coop, and there's a shortage of lumber in our area, so we can't buy new wood. For some reason it's been sold to all of the contractors. Probably it's something to do with either that ship that got caught or the closed borders. So we don't have a lot of wood in like Home Depot or Rona. There's only like specific kinds of wood, and that's not what I want to build the fence out of. And contractors are reselling wood now for like crazy amounts of money. So we were like, okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to pull apart 30 pallets and build a fence? Or are we going to try and find a pre-made fence? So I did find somebody who had a fence, but that's neither here nor there. We haven't been able to find one that we've secured yet. But I did find an ad for free fabric. So I said, I know it says free, I'd love to give you some eggs. So I gave her 18 beautiful rainbow eggs. I picked the most beautiful, like we have like 50 eggs in the fridge at any time, just because we have 16 chickens and they are laying 12, 13 eggs a day now, so we always have lots of eggs in the fridge right now. So I figured I'll just give her all the pretty ones. So it was like just dark. I only put in 3 white eggs in the 18, so because it's 3 rows of 6, so I just put 1 white egg in each row just so that you could see how pretty the colors were. And I washed all of the eggs and then I positioned them so pretty because I feel like if you've never seen rainbow eggs, you know, I wanted to make it a good first idea of what rainbow eggs are like. And she was very, very happy about it. She really liked it. That's a planner. What's this one? Okay, that's a pattern book. This is a planner. Oh my god, I go through these things, don't I? This is such a good planner. Alex, the planner you gave me for Christmas, it's full now, and I loved it. Thank you so much. And then this one is patterns. Oh my god, this is... I have 2 full books of patterns now. Aww. Look at my first one. Look how thick it is versus like a... Well, this one's not new, but you can like get the idea. Here's like a quote-unquote newish book versus one that's already full of patterns. I just like... They get so fat just by being worked in. It's really unnecessarily confusing to change your name on YouTube. And it doesn't show up right away sometimes, Caroline. Like for me, when I change my photo for my YouTube, I have to go into my Gmail to change the photo for it to change on YouTube, and it takes 24 to 48 hours to change, and I'm like, it's 2021. I don't know that that's necessary. Maggie, she thick. Who's thick? Oh, my book. I'm like, thanks, girl. So my skin is still terrible right now. I love that the webcam is of such low quality that you guys can't really see the blemishes on my face, but I have a full goatee of, like, it's like zits, but they are so many and so close together that it just feels like texture. Like, it feels like I have a textured beard, like how a man's face after they shave is like rough. Literally, I have a beard of awful. Oh my god, cannot be bothered. Yeah, relatable. That's me like on a lot of things though. Okay, so let me find, oh, you guys. Oh, this is gonna make me cry. It's so perfect. Alex and I lived in Toronto. This was in May of 2018. When did we move here? So this is in 2018, before we moved here. 2019 is when we moved here. Look at, I drew out what I wanted my like dream home, what my dream home would look like. And when I say home, I mean not the home, the land. And we're pretty close. We're pretty close. I've got my little chicken coop plan. I've got a forest. Hope that I have a forest. I have a lake. I have a lake. I don't have any fruit trees. This is supposed to be fruit trees. So it would be like a little garden area with a few fruit trees around it. And then this would be like a rock garden with like mosses and shrubs and stuff. Where do I access the bullet journal pattern, please? So I'm redoing them right now, Karen. So I've been taking the photos and I want to redo them as PDFs because I want them to be better to be printed. Right now they're JPEGs and they're just available as posts on Patreon. I need to spend like a couple of days and just sort of like really like dig into Patreon to understand the best way, because like what I would like is if it was like a folder I added to so that you could just click on the folder and see all of the bullet journal patterns, but right now it's like you have to scroll through all of the posts. So I'm going to figure out a better way for it, but right now you just have to scroll back through the posts to see the ones that I've posted. Oh, you guys, some of these things. I still haven't made this. This was something I wanted to make. I know it doesn't look cute on like the drawing, but I was trying to show how it's made, but I want this for myself, and I haven't made it yet. Okay, so let's start where we start, I guess. Well, I can't show this one right now because it is... I can go get it. It's just in my bedroom. I'll be right back. I figure we can go in order. In order of the drawings in my book. Baby, Ooh, my peace lily is gonna bloom. Not that it really matters to me. I will most likely cut that off, but you know. Okay, I'm gonna cross my legs because that's more comfortable for me, except for not for long because my stupid knees are failing me. Okay, so let's start with this one. So this one was in Toronto when we still lived in Toronto. I wanted a really baggy sort of sweater dress. And it's called the Baggy Sweater Dress. You can see my instructions have gotten better over time because this is not really instructions. This is the front, that's the back. The sleeves look like this. Basic instructions for how I did the cuff. It was very, it was a beginner thing. I'm still a beginner, and I think I'm a little better at explaining now though. So here is the first sweater. It is a super big and baggy sweater dress. Oh, I love this one. This is so good in the winter because it's like wearing a blanket. It's also good in the spring in the evening because it's like wearing a blanket. It's really lightweight. I used a sport weight yarn for this. This is all Briggs & Little yarn because I was still completely obsessed with Briggs & Little at the time. I've got a light brown, a dark brown, and a green. Those are the colors I used. So I feel like we came pretty close. Like, not perfect, obviously, but pretty close. So that's not the first sweater I made. The first sweater I ever made was for Alex, and it's actually my go-to gray one. I don't even think there's a pattern for it because it's like the first one I made. Oh, love. And now I need to put all of them away, so actually what I'll do is I'll just fold them and then put them on the ground for me to put away. Is that really the first one in this book? Baby, please don't go. You know, like, I watched too much TikTok and now it's just stuck in my head. It's not even the first one. What are you doing, Laura? You know, like, tomorrow will still be here. Okay, the next one is my handmade. Now I feel last minute Laura old. Right? You were there. Talk about old school. I know. I've watched that one. Oh, I'm glad you watched it. Thank you. I love the colors. Me too. You love stripes. So do I. I mean, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, Karen. It's not that I love stripes. It's that I never buy enough wool for one project. I literally never buy enough wool for one project, so I always have to do stripes because there's never enough of one color. If I had enough of one color, like there's a couple that are almost not striped because I had enough wool. But the next one I'm going to show you is the handmade. So I didn't do a pattern for this. I just drew out this and then tried to follow it. So one stitch by one row is how I made this. It's not a, like I didn't write a lot of science with that one. Hey, Alex. Oh, never mind. It is here. I just have quite a few sweaters here, so it's hard to see which ones are which. So here is the handmade. This one is done in half double crochets. On the front, I ended up adding a 416. We used to live in Toronto, and that's the area code for the phone number for Toronto. And it's like, you live in the 6, you know, like Drake says. So like when we were in Toronto, we were like streetwear, like fashionable. So like people would be like, where'd you get that custom sweater, man? And Alex would be like super popular. And I got this maroon yarn. I got it at Michael's. I remember it was pound, those 1 pound Karen cakes or Karen balls, the Karen, C-A-R-O-N. And it was those 1 pound things. And this is one pound thing. So I did 416 for the front, and then for the back, I did handmade, and I think it came out, in real life it says handmade, it's not backwards, it's just you guys are flipped right now, sorry. But I think I did pretty okay. It's pretty readable. Let me flip it so you guys can actually see what I get to see. There we go, handmade. And then 416. So that's the front. It's also got a wide neckline, so it's like, I don't know, it gives like, it looks like cool streetwear. On me, it's a dress, but on Alex, it is a really cool streetwear vibe sweater. Let me see what's wrong with Caroline. I'm seeing everybody say it's okay. Dina, I'm all right. I finished my white chunky sweater a couple days ago, but it looks kind of weird, so I feel kind of defeated right now. Caroline, take a picture of it and put it on the Discord, and maybe some of us might be able to tell you how to make it, you know, sort of wiggle into the right place. Blocking it is definitely a good idea, Karen. Additionally, you might be able to, like, I don't know, like add some gathers or hold a belt in it, like on this sweater dress, the first thing I showed you. It was so baggy, it just made me look weird in the photos, so I added a belt. And it worked out well. I don't think I can because it's acrylic yarn. You definitely still can, Caroline. You can definitely block something that's acrylic. It'll help structure the whole thing. So I still recommend blocking it. And then another thing you can do, if it's acrylic, put the heat on low, but use your iron once you've got it all blocked out and press your seams. Because it's plastic, it'll like, you don't want to melt it, but it is plastic. So if you heat it a little, it kind of like sets the seam. Like if you look at this one, the seam, it forever sits like flat. It doesn't stick out weird anymore because when I made it, I pressed it like hard flat so that it didn't have like, sometimes it'll feel like thick here. Anyway, I think I might have to pull the whole thing apart. I'll post a picture in a minute. I hope you don't have to. So there's sweater number 2. I'm gonna get on to sweater number 3. Numero 3. Our little birds are now little terrorists. I love them, but they are ready to move to their next container, but their next container is not available for another 2 weeks. So let's see how that goes. All right, next we've got my Laura's 90s pullover. I thought it reminded me of kind of like what a 5-year-old would wear in like 1995, you know? So I show the colors. I used Briar Rose, Sage, and Lilac, 5mm hook. I tried my best to write out sort of what I did for my pattern, and then you can see the picture that I drew. It didn't come out exactly like the picture, so like don't come for me, but it's pretty close. I didn't have enough pink to do it properly. This is one of my favorite sweaters. I think this is probably my favorite sweater. It's the one I get the most use of, just because it's the most warm and consistent, and I know what I'm going to get every time. It's got a perfect neckline for me. It fits me perfectly. I didn't finish with the pink, as you can see, so I finished with the green. So it's not exactly the same, but I mean, what am I going to know? But this is Briggs & Little as well. It's all done in half double crochet. I did the front post, back post double crochet for the cuffs. And then the sleeves are a nice thin sleeve, so it's like really cozy. Hey there, Jessica. Hey, KM. Hey, Sarah. Good morning. Laura, good morning. Good morning. So there's that one. I don't know what else to say about it. Half double crochet, Briggs & Little. I used their Regal weight for that one. Oh, look. I drew a dress idea. Good things are coming. Okay, Laura. I hope so. This was the Uncle Dean pullover. My Uncle Dean has it. Inspired by a Nova Scotia Cabot Trail skyline. I picked the colors from there. And then this is what it ended up looking like. And it did look like that. It was really pretty. He likes it. Oh, this one. So this is the Bobble, what did I call it? The Bobble Raindrops vest. I didn't make a pattern for it because I was just trying to learn the bobble stitch when I was making it. Like I just wanted to learn how to do the bobble stitch, so it ended up turning into this. But here's what I was aiming for. See, rain cloud. Alex and I were depressed, so this is depressed Alex. But there's the drawing I've got of the vest, and then here is the actual project. I practiced my bobble stitches. As you can see, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I just went like a lot of bobble stitches, and then once I started feeling confident, I spread them out a bit more. But this one doesn't get as much use as I would like. Maybe I'll put this into rotation so Alex is more likely to pick it up. But that's the Bobble sweater, Bobble vest. It's, again, on me, everything that I make for Alex is a, oh, that's not good. I put the I put the bobbles in a suggestive location. But anyway, yeah, it's big on me. It's a sweater dress on me. Everything of Alex's is a sweater dress on me. Oh, that needs a repair. Different pile. So that is the Bobble Raindrop. I remember that tutorial. Oh, Jessica, you look beautiful today. Thank you. You're so clever. Thank you. Laura, how are you? I'm well, thank you. I'm doing very well. What has happened in the last day since I saw you? I received so much fabric from this lady. You guys are going to be, there's actually some crazy stuff. I shared it with my patrons already, but there's some crazy stuff that came with the fabric, and it was like, it's kind of like very serendipitous. Like, I think this person is my friend. You know what I mean? Like, the person I swapped fabric with, I would have shopped for fabric with her. Like, she has taste similar to my fabric taste. So I love that. I have a picture of one that I can't show you because, oh, actually I can show you in photos. I have a really nice photo of it. I really like this one. So this one is a gift I made for my mom. It's Mom's Garden Pullover. And I made this one 2 Christmases ago, I think. I have a really good photo on my, oh my God, my hair has grown, girl. It was short. I mean, I know we both know it was short, but come now, Laura, you can do it. Where's Mom's pullover? Baby, please don't go. It's gonna be in my head for a very long time. Here it is. So here's what the final pullover ended up looking like. This is me and Alex in Toronto on our weekly, remember before masks? Look at all the people in this crowded space. So there's the final sweater. Oh my God, I look so cute. Don't I look so cute? Anyway, but here's the drawing. I made it for my mom. This one was done all in single crochets with a 5mm hook, so it's like really dense and she loves it. That was December of 2018. And then next, I will show you. Where is my bumblebee jumper? My puffy sleeve. So next I wanted to do a puffy sleeve. I love this one. You're a cutie pie. Oh, thank you. Me too. Okay, so I wanted to make a puffy sleeve. I just wanted something really puffy. Here's the original drawing. I wanted it to hang like this, and if it was laid flat, I wanted it to sit like this. That was my like first sketch of it. And I wrote out instructions for the puffy sleeve. Hold on, but I'm trying to find the final pattern drawing I did for it, because I like made a pattern for it at some point. Oh, you guys, I love looking at this. What a good idea. This is making me feel good about myself, which is good, because like, holy moly, Monday's stream, I got a rage hate comment that was like, things I'm already insecure about. Like, you guys don't have to tell me what's wrong with me. I already know. Like, if you're like, you're dramatic, thank you. I already know that. So, like, when people say things that are mean to me, like, obviously they're things that I already know about myself, if they're true. And if they're not true, like, go away. But someone left, like, a really hateful comment. I'm not going to share it because it was, like, it was really hateful. And it was, like, a full paragraph of, like, really detailed, like, mean things. That is not your bed. There are 2 birds sleeping in a food bowl. Posted a picture of the failure sweater on Discord now. Let me have a look. For those of you that are wondering what Discord is, by the way, while I find this pattern, it's a chat room basically for everybody in our group here. If you pay $2 a month to Patreon, where is that pattern? If you pay $2 a month to Patreon, then you get access to all of my bullet journal patterns. None of these ones are actually in there yet because this is an old book. So you should join, because now I have to take pictures of all these and give them to my patrons. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find my puffy sweater, and for some reason, it seems to have eluded me. But anyway, you get access to all my bullet journal patterns, but you also get access to the Discord, which means you get all this fun community stuff where you can chat with people. Am I, like, on drugs here? What is happening? It should be in that book. I feel like a crazy person. I know I drew a colored photo of it. Like, I know I did. Wow, girl. You have so many drawings. Lol. There's also a depression tracker in here. Okay. I know it's in here. I feel like I'm crazy, but I know it is in here because I know I drew it. I know I colored it in because I know I colored it in after I made it. Sorry, let me check the Discord photo. Anyway, join my Patreon is what I'm trying to say. Let me see. Ooh, I like your what's it called? Your weird stitches. I like it. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Everything about that is perfect. Just your neckline is a little bit loose. So the puffiness of your sleeves and the way that it's sort of wonky, the fabric, block it. Do that. It will help. It'll pull all the yarn so that all of the stitches are a little more even, so block it 100%. But also around that neckline of the top of your garment, do like 3 rows of single crochet. If you do like 3 rows of single crochet, it'll tighten it up and it'll hold it together as a neck. That's what I did for mine, which had the exact same issue. So you can see I ended up doing a couple of rows of decrease even on my neckline. But it's the exact same thing. Yours just has a different stitch in the middle. I don't think that looks wonky at all. I mean, wear it around a few times and see how you feel in it. But I mean, to me, I would wear that as is. I would wear it. So it's not that wonky. That being said, I'll wear wonky things if I made them, you know? Why do people post such mean things? Honestly, when I read it, I was like, oh my god, I replied. Can I show you what I'll tell you what I replied. Where did I texted my sisters my reply. I was like, look at this comment. And they were like, whoa, that person is screaming into the void. But it's okay because the person, no offense, I'm not trying to get demonetized, but the person is like an anti-vaxxer. And so like I said to my sisters, they're like an anti-vaxxer and they think that the QAnon is real. So I take it with a grain of salt, but it was still really mean. Okay, let me read what I wrote back. I put, I'm sorry for your loss. However, please reread what you wrote to me and consider if perhaps it was a little harsh, especially for someone who seems to have firsthand knowledge of what words can do. If you can't say something nice, perhaps it's better not to comment at all. That's what I replied. Because I'm so nice. My sister was like, don't reply. And I was like, I already did. Try again. Oh, here it is, the puffy jumper. Okay, so here is my puffy jumper. You can see my very high quality pattern writing skills at the time. Thanks for the help, though it gave me back some of my confidence. I like it. I like the like hugeness of your chunky sleeves. That'll be really cozy. But anyway, I have the sleeve pattern written and I have the pattern drawn, and that's for this sweater. This is one of my favorites. The worst thing happened. This is laundry detergent that was basic because laundry detergent is alkaline, and it shifted all of my colors to brighter colors. So it's not a stain, it is a chemical reaction between the natural dye and the alkaline solution that touched it. So unless I dip the entire sweater in fabric wash, what's it called? Laundry detergent, I just said it. Laundry detergent, I have this giant stain. So because the front and the back are exactly the same, I just wear it backwards for the most part, and then I have no issue because I made the back and the front the same. But this one is done in half double crochets. This is a sport weight wool. I did a different thing for the cuff for this one. I did 2 front posts, 2 back posts, and it gives a wider rib stitch, which I like. Ta-da! Oh, heck yes. Hello, I totally forgot. Hey, Melanie. I was going to do a turtleneck in purple, but I think I might just do a couple of stitches of ribbing around the neck and shorten the sleeves. I'll try blocking it when I'm done. Sounds good. You'll like the long puffy sleeves when you're wearing it. Honest to goodness, I love my long puffy sleeves. Okay, so there's that one. And then I don't have a picture for this one because I didn't record anything about it. It's just a really basic, it's 2 rectangles. It's actually 1 rectangle. I did 1 long rectangle, like I worked up, and then I got to here, and I just did a chain of like, I don't know, probably like 35 or 40, and then kept half double crocheting, and then half double crocheted straight again all the way down the back. So there is no shoulder seam on this one, which is kind of cool. I'm so science. And then I just did a couple of rows around the top of the neck, and I did a couple of rows for the sleeves at the bottom. You can see this isn't going to be a full length sweater. It's like 3/4 lengths. And the reasons being is I ran out of yarn. This is one of those 1 pound acrylic cakes as well. You can see damage in it. That's not misaligned stitches. Those were holes that were somehow chewed into them by moths or something. This was in my closet. I didn't know they would eat acrylic, but it started falling apart, and it wasn't like from being washed. It was just in the closet and I forgot about it. So I've mended those holes. You can still see them, but you can't really tell when I'm wearing it. Plus that's the back. So here's the front. No damage on the front, so that's good. Liked and shared. Thank you so much, Dina. Yeah, don't forget to like the video. I see there's 23 of us in here and only 7 likes. You guys don't like my sweaters? I made all of these sweaters. We're already on sweater number 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. Oh, 6. Sorry, I have the vest. So that was number 6. Next. Oh man, I have to show these. You guys, these are so cool. Look at my cool bullet journal stuff. Do you guys remember these? When I was starting natural dye, I was brand new to it. You can tell I was keeping the book with me at my natural dye kitchen. This is the colors I got. This is my black walnut drawings. I did some of my explanation of what's gonna happen. Oh my God, yes, doing it. Gonna do it now. Awesome, thank you. But I'm gonna put these in Patreon too, because there's actually some good information in here. Like I did how to get birch bark dye, how to take the correct bark, that sort of thing. So that's pretty cool, I think. I like it. I was pretty proud of myself, if I do say so myself. Okay, let me see. I think the rest of this one is just natural dye. Nope. Baby booties. Natural dye, natural dye. I got really obsessed with the natural dye, as you can see. Okay, so that book is done for sweaters now. Can do extra large sizes too, hun, please. I don't really do sizes, so sorry guys, I paused for a bit. I'm not being ignorant, I'm just behind. Donka. Oh, that's okay, welcome back. So I don't really do sizes. I tried that and I'm not good at like sizing. So what I try to do is in the pattern, I write down what I did, and then in the video that I filmed to go with it, I explain how you can make it bigger or smaller. Because I don't really work in specific stitch counts, I work in inches. So I'll say like, this is how many stitches I got to start. You need to work in groups of 6 because 6 stitches is an inch, and then you can add in groups of 6 to add inches to the side. So that's kind of how I do it, just because I'm not very good at sizing garments, in all honesty. I wish I was, but I am not. Okay, fingerless gloves, fingerless gloves. How many pairs of fingerless gloves? Fingerless gloves, fingerless gloves. Little pouch bag, rib stitch. Come on, Laura. Get back to the sweaters. Where are the sweaters at? Okay, cool, hon. Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad that works. Marigold. Totally, I need to post these. Patrons, you guys are going to be getting like a genuine crap ton of stuff moving forward because I have like books and books to take photos of. I always thought the splashes were on purpose, and you thought that will be so helpful to me right now. And thank you, that will be so helpful to me right now for the dye. Oh yeah, well totally, it's natural dye season. I should get those ones out so soon. So many gloves, honestly. I always check my starting chain to body size and then use the pattern stitch number. Yes, exactly, Candace, that's exactly what yeah. So it's like the pattern will be the same, your starting chain just needs to be different. I don't do very much crazy like stuff in my patterns. Like I'm not doing a whole bunch of cable stitches and stuff, so you don't have to count stitches. For most of my patterns, it's just not stitch necessary. The only part that's stitch necessary is the cuff. The cuff around the hem and around your wrists, because that has to like line up, but everything else is gonna line up as long as it's even on both sides. That's kind of how I work. So next one we've got, you can see this is when my hair was shaved on the sides and pink, is the Fancy Nancy cardigan. So I've got my entry-level instructions, and there is my drawing for the Fancy Nancy cardigan. And the Fancy Nancy cardigan, you guys have seen this one many times because I love it. Sorry, I'm just gonna move this. Here it is. My first ever cardigan. This is heavy, heavy wool, and it is still a little damp. It's not 100% damp, but it's like, it's got a little bit of dampness, so this one doesn't get to get folded up and put away yet. It has to get lied out flat to dry still. But this is the Fancy Nancy cardigan. It's got a slight puff to the sleeve, nothing too intense for those of you that are like, Laura, why do you have so many puffy sleeve things? But I love this. I wear it all the time. It's like the perfect heavy sweater, you know? Well, no, that's not true. This is the perfect heavy sweater. This is my favorite of all of the sweaters I've made because it's so heavy and so warm and it feels like your boyfriend's sweater, which is awesome. This is the first sweater I ever made. I was in business school. It's not school. It was like a course. I was in school, but only for like a 6-week period, so it was a course. I was doing a course on starting your own business because I had received a grant from the government, and part of the grant was you had to go to this business course. So while I was in this course, I have like ADD. Did you know? Oh my God, so surprised. I had have ADD, and Alex's and my anniversary was coming up. So I thought, oh, I'll make him a sweater for our anniversary, and he will love it, and we will be in love, and it will be wonderful. And so I just spent the whole course crocheting a sweater, following a pattern and doing my best. It obviously didn't follow the pattern because have you met me? Whoa, what grant is that? Melanie, it doesn't exist anymore because Doug Ford got rid of it, which is really interesting because when I got the grant, it was, Alex, was my grant for 3,000 or 5,000? I thought so, 3. The first grant was 1,000, right? Yeah, okay, so I got a grant many years ago when I was in Ottawa to start a handmade bag selling business in the Byward Market. That was $1,000 to get yourself started. And I did, and the business went well. I had a great time. It was meant for like young artisty people. It was like, I wasn't taking money from someone else. It was like intended for little me. So then in Toronto, there was another one, and it was like, same kind of idea. Alex and I had this great business idea, so I applied for the grant. You had to get the grant, you had to go in and do a sales pitch. Like you had to pitch your business idea. Hey there, Caitlin, how cute. How have I never seen this, right? You should be here all the time. It's so much fun. You could literally publish a book with all these. The illustrations are so great and the instructions are so thorough. Melanie, the problem is I literally can't do that. Like how? I would love to be able to just be like, here, sold, but I can't duplicate this because it's like written. It's like, it's like way more work to transcribe this digitally than it is to just have, like, to do it the first time. You know what I mean? Doing it the first time is like a creative process. Doing the second time is like tearing my mind apart. Redoing something I've already done is very difficult for me. So redoing a drawing that I did like naturally in Photoshop, like you can't just scan it because after you scan it, you have to like digitize the photo so that it looks like so that it's like a clear drawing, not like a scanned, like a photocopy, you know what I mean? And it's so much time. It's just so much time of me staring at the same drawing, trying to make it look like the drawing that I already drew, but using digital tools. It makes me die. So people make watercolor illustrations for books and they somehow get it in there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But totally, like this is somebody's artwork. This is from a magazine. I was doing some paper art crafts. This is a drawing and it looks cool, but it's also, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Maybe take scans and hire a graphic designer. My best friend's a graphic designer, and graphic designers are hella expensive. Like my friend is like a very high class professional who is like, people seek her, so like obviously her prices are going to be more, but I mean like it's not cheap. Yes, it's just not cheap. There are print shops, I think they can do stuff like that for you. It's just, yeah, I'm just like a poor person. Like you guys forget. Yes, I'm having like an awesome life, living on a farm, making all the things that I want, but I don't have money to spare. Like I live this perfect life on a razor's edge. Like Alex and I are very happy here and our life is good, but like it's very, we have the money to keep this. You know, we don't have the money to go, let's start a new thing right now. Hence why I was applying for a grant. But for this grant, you had to come up with a business proposal. You needed to have you should see the binder I had to bring to this thing. You had to have a full business plan. Like it took probably 2 months for me to make this business plan, and you had to like send it in and they would send it back with what was wrong with it. And it was this whole thing where it was like you had to have all of your estimated sales, like a real business plan, like what you would have to go to the bank with for a loan. It was the same thing, but it was the government and for a grant. Grant just means you don't have to pay it back. You also had to like keep receipts for how you spent the grant, because like I bought fabric, I bought a gazebo because we were in like the Byward Market, which is like an outdoor handmade market, and you have to have your own tent to put your stuff up on. So it was like, it's like a practice run before you go to the bank. Exactly, Melanie. And the government gave me $3,000. So on top of that, I kind of had that first just little push. $3,000 sounds like an awful lot of money. And right now, if someone just handed me $3,000, it would be like life-changing. However, in a grand scheme of a business, $3,000 is not a lot of money. It doesn't go as far as you would imagine when starting a business. Because like to register a business, to have your business plan looked over by like an accountant, and to find a mentor. We had to get a mentor from this like business place and like deal with, it was like a lot of work. It was definitely worth it. I know a lot of things now that I didn't know then. Like in this business class, I learned one thing that has sat with me so long, and you're gonna be like, really, this is the tip that you came out with? Turn all of the notifications off on your phone. It will literally bring your anxiety and depression down 90%, like 90%. I turned all notification sounds off. My ringer is only vibrate ever, because my phone is not in control of my life. And when the ding happens, my serotonin says, check your phone, check your phone. If no ding happens, I check my phone when I want to, not when the phone tells me to look at it. And that seems so like, well, duh. Changed my life. Try it for a week. Turn off all notifications on your device for every app, and notice how much less you pick up your phone. Every time it dings, you don't just check the text and then put it down. You check it and then you decide to open Instagram. Check Twitter real quick, and then it's been 15 minutes. If you have it down and nothing's happening to it, you can pick it up and go, nothing, you know? I never had notifications on, but it upset people who were trying to get a hold of me. KM, they're gonna get used to it. They just will. My family knows now. If I don't reply, I'm not dead. I just don't want to reply yet. Sometimes I even do with my friends. We have like an agreement. If you leave it on red, it means I saw this, I'll come back to it. It doesn't mean I'm ignoring you. So leaving people on red is okay. You can read a text and not reply to it. Like, people make that seem like he left me on red. Maybe he was walking. I don't know. So for me, yes, I understand people will get upset at first. Like, where were you? At first, what happened was people would call Alex if, like, I wasn't replying. Like, my sisters, they still do that. If they need to get a hold of me, they'll call Alex and he will pick up his phone. If I don't have it near me. If I have it near me, I'll hear the vibrate. I work at my desk. It's not like it's... Like, I still check my phone 1,000,000 times a day, but I don't check it 2,000,000 times a day. That's all. Amen. Thank you. Or is it... I think there was just 2 claps needed. Amen. Isn't that how it goes? I don't know how to clap aggressively at people, you know? Anywho, you'd literally make so many sales on that book, though. As much as I think that maybe you're right, it wouldn't be able to be sold as a pattern book. So I don't know what it would be called, because it's not a pattern book, because it's not accurately patterned. I give myself permission to not respond immediately. Absolutely, Rebecca. It's important to give yourself that, because after a while of you responding immediately, then your boss is going to email you and expect you to respond immediately. Then you're going to be expected to respond to everything all the time. And sometimes you just, like, I don't want to. I don't have to. I can still love people without being in constant communication with them. I love that. I turned them all off for anything actually important. I sent it to my watch, but nothing except important calls. It also helps to delete the apps from your phone. Yes, it definitely does. Oh my goodness. People sell PDF patterns, hon. Yes, but Karen, when people sell PDF patterns, they're patterns. Like, I understand mine appear like patterns, but really they're more like designs or like pattern inspiration, because they're not really... They're like what I did. So it's not been like vetted by any pattern testers. It's not been sized by any pattern testers. It's not been mathed out for perfection. It's just like my artistic interpretation of my pattern. Does that make sense? Laura, did you see the baby chick I made? I didn't. I saw you say in a post that you tagged me in a, where did you post it? Facebook, that you tagged me. But I didn't get a tag. So let's check if it's there now. Mr. Big Hefter. Oracle commented on my Instagram. Let's see. I'm scrolling back. I'm not seeing that I've been tagged in anything. Nope. The last thing I was tagged in was a week ago, and it was my sister showing me pictures of eggs. I don't have a tag. It was Instagram. I don't have a tag from you on there. I can search your Instagram if you posted it there. Maggie. The last person I searched was Charlize Theron. Maggie Zorn. I'll resend it to you. I see your baby bumblebee. I see your handbag. Origami bag. Cool. Oh, babies are so cute. All your work is awesome. Thank you, Dina. Fancy Nancy Cardigan is beautiful. I love it. I don't want you to feel pressured to sell your book, but I'm a designer and I would love to help. Caitlin, I want to sell my stuff because I love it, and like in truth, this will just stay with me forever and it'll stay on a shelf, and eventually I'll show people, you know what I mean? Like when it comes up, it will be visible like to people who want to. But it is daunting to compile all of the things I've drawn into one space. The other thing is I don't know how to make it look pretty to sell. Because like this is the energy I would want. Like this is what I would want it here, you know? As opposed to like I could do a zine, something like that. Like somebody I watch on Instagram, she does zines. I don't know how it's pronounced because I haven't done it. I've only read how it's spelled. I DM'd it to you. Let me have a look. It's just overwhelming and scary. I understand. Life, overwhelming and scary. But don't talk about your anxiety or people are going to be like, you're disgusting. What was the words that she used? You're a selfish, self-indulgent piece of crap was one of the things. I'm a selfish, self-indulgent piece of crap. Like, I know. Thank you for putting it back into my head. Like, people ask me to sell my art. Like, I can't even finish one thing, let alone multiples. Then if I add to reproduce it anyway, boring. Literally, it's like me working on my art is fun and good for my soul. Me recreating my art is honestly probably my hell. Like, I used to watch, you know, in like old school, like old-timey English movies. Girl, I'm not getting your thing sent to me. I have nothing from you. Sorry. I got nothing here. Let me see in general, in requests. Oh, there we go. In requests. Got it. Oh. It says RIP MJ. Look how cute it is. RIP MJ. That's so cute. You are not. Don't give her your time and energy. Thank you. That mean message, the fact that you still remember that is so sad. Oh my god, you're not self-indulgent. You help everyone and you're so kind. They don't know you. Well, the fact that I remember it is because, imagine if someone said something mean to your face, or imagine if one of your friends emailed you and said that, right? Your brain can't differentiate if it's one of your friends or a stranger. So when I read something that says, like, you disgust me, make yourself no longer here, like, I can't, yes, I can say that was a stranger, they don't know me, but, like, I read it, it still came in to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, a nice comment, like, if someone says, you look pretty today, that doesn't make you feel pretty necessarily. You can be like, thanks, you know? But when someone says, you look disgusting today, you will feel at least knocked down a peg, you know what I mean? So, yes, they would feel so bad if they knew stuff stuck with people and were actually considerate. Well, I think that people forget that people are people. Like, when you're saying something mean to someone, that's your opinion, you're thinking, it's just my opinion. Right, but your words have consequences, right? And this person was mad that I was talking about I said unaliving yourself because you will get demonetized if you use the word for unaliving yourself, trigger warning. But I was talking about that on Monday, and they were saying that I'm a psychopath and I'm the reason of, like, they said a lot of mean things, and it was just, when you read someone say, like, you look pretty today, you can go, but when you read someone say you're disgusting, it hurts differently than it feels good. The amount of hurt it gives, it's not hurt, it's the amount of weight it has. It's just more than the amount of weight a good thing has. It's just, you know, when you like a product, you tell one person. When you hate a product, you tell 10 people, right? So it's not hurting my feelings. Like, I'm not internalizing and going like, oh, everybody hates me, because I'm not depressed right now. But if I was in a depressed place, like, that could really have messed me up for a couple of weeks. Like, I know that about myself. Like, I am very sensitive when I'm in a sensitive place. So it's kind of like, it's strange, because I was just thinking, like, this person was saying that I am the reason something awful happened to their family member, or I am a person who is the reason bad things happen to people. Like, I'm one of those, I'm a bad thing. Like, not I'm the person that did it, but like, excuse you, my little English rose, you stay in there. Anyway, so it was weird to me that they were so hateful, considering they were saying, like, me talking about it was the reason that others... Anyway, it doesn't matter. But please reflect. When you tell anyone anything, people you love, people you don't like, it sticks differently to every person. Like, you may think it was just a passing comment, and it might stick with them for the rest of their life. Like, I know that I remember when I was, like, 11, my sister told me to try to make sure that my eyes were a little wider when I was just standing and doing nothing. Because when my eyes were calm, I look unhappy. And I remember that. I was like 10 or 11. And I remember being like, I look ugly if I'm not bright. I need to be bright, or else people will see me as bad. And I was 10, like, she was 12. Like, it's not like it was, you know, but it stuck with me forever. Like, forever, I'm aware that if I'm walking through a store, I need to keep my eyes bright, or else I will be interpreted differently than how I intend to be interpreted, you know? So it's a little thing, but it stuck with me forever, and it stuck with me as, does that mean I've always been ugly before this? Have other people noticed? So it's just kind of that kind of thing. Things will stick with you differently, depending on what you've gone through. This will stick with me for a little while, and then it'll go away. I probably won't forget the words, because I have a very strong memory for things like that. I have a very strong memory for things that have been said. I know in every conflict I've ever been in, I know what I said in the conflict, which is not healthy, but I know what the other person said too, also not healthy. It's very hard for me to forget. Easy to forgive, very hard to forget. So yes, I recognize this person doesn't know me. I recognize that this person probably was just yelling into the void about their own pain. But I think that people need to recognize that, like, even if you really don't like someone, like, do they need to know? Do they need to know that you really don't like them? Or can you just breathe them out of your life? Can you just, like, ghost the people you don't want anymore? You know? I'm the same, beauty. Well, good. I'm glad that our I'm glad our neurodivergence lines up. I heard you can block certain words so comments don't appear. Well, Kay, the comment doesn't appear. Also, now she deleted it because, hello. Does it need to be said by you right now? Are you my mother or sister? Is this advice something that, like, is this going to make a difference? Is you telling me this going to change the way that I behave? Do you have the authority in my life to give me advice on the ways to change my life to better myself? Consider those things. Like, are we family? Are we friends? Like, are you my friend? Or are you someone who watches my videos and you don't like one of the topics I talked about? Do you know what I mean? Nancy's hooked on crochet. Hey there, Nancy. It's just like what you said. If someone does not have something nice to say, yep, better not to say anything at all. Thank you, what's his name? Thumper's mom from Bambi. If someone does not have something good to say, better to not say anything. Absolutely. they say that and forget it, and it'll come with the pain all other times you've been called that. Right, exactly. You can say to someone like that, I didn't like the way that, or your makeup, your fingernails are bad in this video. That's one that comes around every like 5 videos. Someone will be like, what is wrong with your cuticles? And I'm like, bitch, anxiety, excuse my language, but that's what's wrong with them. But people will comment that, and I'm like, do you think that me filming my hands close up and then editing that hour, I filmed for 4 hours and I edited it down to an hour. That took like 3 days of me working, staring at my own hands. Do you not think I already know this? Like when it's directed at someone else, like, oh my God, have you seen this girl's hands? I'm like, thanks. But when they're like, ew, you should go get a manicure, I'm like, it's a lockdown, and if I get a manicure, it's gonna look like this in 3 days. I don't know what you want from me. Like, go somewhere else for your beautiful manicured crochet tutorials. Just saying. Sometimes even family can be toxic. Often family can be toxic. Why do people even care? I don't know! Because they're having a hard time in their own lives, and screaming into the void makes you feel good for just a second. Hurting someone for some reason, since the beginning of time, bullying is a thing. Laura says, Manon, hey man, and good to see you. Comment vas-tu? I'm well, thank you. Ensemble tes cheveux rose. Yes, it's now brown because I shaved it off. Long time no see. I'm happy you're back as well. It's lovely to have you back. I shaved all my hair off some time ago, and I decided to see what would happen when it grew back, and I was blonde the last time I had my own colored hair. It's now dark brown. So here is where we are. Anyway, I wanted to show you, I was telling you about that business school and I got off on a tangent. This is the first sweater I made. I made it for Alex. And then I also included one of my company, my first business was called Sugar Plum Originals. I'll show you up close, see? There's Sugar Plum Originals, because my grandma, the one who taught me how to do any crafty thing, she used to call me her little sugar plum fairy, which kind of came back around, let me tell you. So I called my first business Sugar Plum Originals, and look, it even says handmade by Laura Bikinas. It's old now, but you know, you're so pretty. Thank you, Manon. You're a lovely, lovely, I almost said specimen. That sounds weird. You're beautiful as well. Anyway, this is my first ever one. This is Briggs & Little Wool. This is a half double crochet in a 5mm hook, or 5.5. Front post, back post double crochet for the rib stitching at the bottom. And it's a very dense, still smells like sheep. It's been washed a million times. I wash this and dry it, even though it's wool, because I want it to turn to felt over time. And so far it has felted a bit, like it's not sticking together or anything, but like this is like very dense. No wind gets through there. So there's sweater number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the Fancy Nancy sweater number 8. Oh, now my lap is damp. So this is still damp. I'm gonna spread that right here. So that was sweater number 8. I'm an artist, no fingernails. It's the life we gotta live. Worth it, I think. Fancy Nancy cardigan. The scrap sweater, do I have that one here? No, that one is, I think that one's downstairs or in the wash. That one's definitely in the wash. Okay, so I'll show you 2 that are still downstairs. Hey, Alex, at your convenience, would you bring up whatever's in the dryer? Thanks. This is one. It's a scrap sweater. I can't draw faces, don't come for me. I can't really draw people either, so don't come for me. Check out how I tried to draw feet. That's the best I could do. I'm not a foot drawer. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing my best. But anyway, I have a scrap sweater that sort of looks like that, so I'll show you that if it is in the dryer, which it shouldn't be, but I might have put it in the dryer. Another one that's in the wash right now, because it's acrylic, so it can get washed and dried, is the Whispering Stripes sweater. You guys have seen this one a lot of times, so I don't have to show you anyway, because you've already seen it. I like your people. Thank you. I do my best. Oh, look, the Fancy Nancy cardigan, redrawn, because I thought that she should be thicker. So I wrote out the pattern a little bit more comprehensively. And then I tried to show off the actual sort of shape of the cardigan. So there's my Fancy Nancy. I need to take a picture of these. They're so nice. This is something I still haven't made, but I designed it, and I made the pattern, space for me to write the pattern, what I want to make for the pattern, and then what I hope that it's going to look like. Basically, I want to be a woodland fairy with a basket. I don't know why she's sad, but she is. And then just drawings. See, I just can't do faces. They just don't look like real people. Why does she have huge duck lips? I don't know how to draw faces. But anyway, I want to make a dress with some fancy bright fabric. So there's that. Girl, I can only draw stick figures. Well, then I guess I'm an expert. In comparison to stick figures, I guess I am just spectacular. But in comparison to literally anyone who can draw like human stuff, like that's not a face. That's my attempt at a face, you guys. It's literally like a cursed image. This is something that I'm planning on making for basically my wedding. Maggie, me too. I love watching your videos. I love having you here. Something that I started and never finished was this blue dress. I only made a little bit of the lacy pattern. Maybe I'll still do it in the future, but not in the mood, you know? Sometimes you just not in the mood. I made attempts to try and learn how to draw faces one day, and they all come out wrong. I don't know what's wrong with them exactly. I tried to learn to draw lips. They all just come out wrong. Something's wrong, and I don't know what. So I just need to keep practicing. I'm not like unhappy about the way that they turn out. They're not the way I wanted. I made this crocheted hood. This is my little witchcraft lady. I made this crocheted hood. It is downstairs, so you can't see it right now because it's not in the wash. It's in the pile of wool things that need to be washed. Then I've got this, ooh, sexy lady. This is an off-the-shoulder one that I haven't made yet. Have I? I guess that's kind of like the Hexagon Pullover, but I want to do something that's like a 80s. BRB, read you and see you all soon. Sounds good, Louisa. I almost said Munoz. A picture of thunder. For that. You are too hard on yourself. You're so creative. Thank you, Karen. Oh, the Uncle Dan Sweater 2.0 I never made. I just drew it out and then never made it. Planned it. Got the plan done. Planned the yarn I was going to use. Never made it. Another thunder. Oh, and guess what? Another thunder. When in doubt, draw your dog. That's, you know. I did a upcycled pocket bag design because I was playing with my fabrics, seeing what I could do. I never made it. I just planned it. So I thought which parts of the bag are going to be used for what, and I planned it. I just haven't made it. And that was in March of 2020. Aww. Thunder and CJ. I say aw, but like, you know. Another thunder. Little last minute Laura fairy. Creative people always criticize themselves so hard. Life is hard as a creative. Caitlin, agreed. But also, you know what else? Experts also do. Experts know they're not experts. You know what I mean? Like somebody who's an expert in like neuroscience knows that they don't know anything about sociology. Whereas like someone who doesn't know anything about anything thinks they know everything about everything. My little kitty cat. My pretty boy. My first giveaway was in April of 2020, so our second giveaway a whole year later. The Springtime Tea Cozy. Again, that one is downstairs with the items that are small and didn't go in the big wool wash item. But that's what it was. Glad I caught the stream. Rain, I'm glad you did as well. I love the name Rain. I love all nature-y names, you know? Like, I like all floral names. Iris. I love nature names, River, and Rain. You know. Hold on. This is me trying to learn how to size things. Smart people are willing to admit when they don't know something, but dumb people aren't. Caroline, that's the facts. This is me trying to figure out how to size something. Based on, oh God, I tried so hard. Like I made charts and it was just very difficult for me. Look, I like tried, I really tried to make pattern pieces that were gonna fit everybody. But it doesn't make sense. My brain can't do it. Oh, I made this. I'll show you this on Patreon. I designed this and I made it for my chickens. It's currently in the coop. I'll get an after shot of it so you guys can see what it actually turned out like. But I made this. The blue is because those are like things that you add after branches for them to stand on. Is that it? How to sew a very easy mask. I wanted to make a bralette, but I didn't want to draw the bralette, so I just kept coloring everything around it, and then it looks like she's coming out of a portal. A portal. Of some sort. The most powerful portal that there is. Okay, so that's book number 2. I don't know why none of these sweaters are in those books, because I'm pretty sure they are, but I guess they might be in this book. Well, that's a new term for it. The portal between, yeah, exactly. The apex portal. Oh, here we go. The Hexagon Pullover. I know you guys have seen this pattern a million times because I show it off a lot because I'm very proud of it, because this one's actually, I think, pretty accurate. Here we go. Aha, a portal, exactly. So here's my hexagon sweater. It is made from 2 hexagons put together and then 2 semi-puffy sleeves that appear way too long right now, but it was just washed, so I think it's just sort of stretched out. But anyway, there's that one. So let's see what we're at now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, here's one. This is one of my first sweaters. It sits well when I'm wearing it, but it looks so weird when it's not on me. Because it's like not quite a turtleneck, but it's almost a turtleneck. This is my crop sweater. This is with sport weight yarn. This one is done in, I believe, half double crochets. This is Briggs & Little wool as well. I thought I had a picture of this one in one of my books, so I think I'm missing one of my notebooks. I'll have to like go for a search, try and find it, but that's one of the first ones I made. A little cropped. It's not a turtleneck. It's like a, what's like what a priest has. It's not a turtleneck. It's like slightly turtlenecky. I just watched that video yesterday. Well, Caroline, I think that make it bigger if you make it because it shrunk. Well, or don't wash your wool and then put it in the dryer because it shrunk. As you might be able to tell, this is a little small. Mock neck is what I see. Okay, mock neck. Good, I'm good with that. Do you remember what number we were at before? Because I want to count all my sweaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, somebody keep track. 10. So this is number 11. Remember, keep track for me. This is number 11. This is a vest I made. Why did you just fall for no reason? This is a vest I made from no pattern. I just wanted to play with color, so I did. Dog collar, I think. Oh, is that what it is? I followed this tutorial and made this. It was my very first sweater. How did it go for you? So there's different colors blocked. This is another one that's a sweater dress on me, but on Alex it's like a men's, you know, sweater vest. I was sort of just playing with what I could do with the color and the shapes. He really likes this one. The back is all of that. It looks very dark, but it's honestly, it's like a really beautiful mulberry purple. It's very nice. 11. Keep track, okay? You got it, Maggie. So there's 11. That one doesn't have a design because I just made it. This one also doesn't have a design, but I did do a pattern for it for you guys because I did that finish in February. Where is that one? I'm missing a couple of my sweaters, I'm not gonna lie. Right now there's a few that are not in my pile. I'll have to count them after. So this is the finish the vest pattern. Hey there, Hamden. I'm doing well, thank you. So on one side, I've got the check pattern, which I don't have a pattern for because I made it up as I went along and it just worked. And the back is just scraps. Whatever I had left of my Briggs and Little wool, I just kept repeating. And then it doesn't make any sense, but it still looks like a designer sweater because it's finished. Literally every handmade thing is a designer sweater because it's a finished garment that you designed. Hello. This is another scrap sweater. This is my 2019 scraps. All my acrylic scraps from 2019, I saved them and then I turned them all into one sweater. There's no sense to this sweater. I did my best to kind of keep the stripes like thick and then thin, but it's not the same on either side. And I really like it. I really like this one. This one's very cozy. So there's number 12. Yeah, that's number 12. Okay, number 13 will be my Puffy Little Bolero. This one. So here's the drawing of it. And here's how it actually turned out. Where are those shoulders? There we go. It's got these really nice little bit puffy sleeves. They're long though, so they like bunch up. Very pretty. 13. Is that 13? Good. You just keep track for me. I'm just going to keep saying the next one. Maggie, you keep track for me, if you don't mind. The next one will be this one. Alex's. This one doesn't have a pattern either because, does it? No, I don't think this one has a pattern. I just made it for Alex because I love him. This is all naturally dyed yarn that I dyed with plants. So like we've got black walnut here, and then here we've got Queen Anne's lace, and then we've got avocado and blue Concord grapes. Then we've got English ivy, more avocado, Japanese maple. What gave me a really pale brown, a disappointing pale brown? I feel like this one was mushroom, and then we moved back into the black walnut for the bottoms. But this is one of his most worn sweaters. And the dye hasn't faded. This goes into the wash and gets washed with detergent, and none of the dyes seem to have faded. I'm really proud of the pink in this, because I feel like because of all these other colors, you could tell it's a red, like it's a pink, which makes me feel like a genius. Such a wonderful design, Laura. Thanks, Kyla. Well, if you join Patreon for $2 a month, I am going to one of the mushrooms. Yeah, this mushroom is turkey tail mushrooms, I think. Because I only made one batch of dye with my turkey tail mushrooms, so I was like, this is just light brown. I could get this from literally grass. Like, if you boil anything green and then put yarn in it, you're gonna get, like, at least, like, this color, you know? I would love tea. Thank you. Hello from Saskatchewan. Hello, Doneen. Doneen? Doneen? Doneen. Don't know. Doneen Orbal. I feel like your name, I want to say it in French because the Orbal, I don't, like, is it Horbal? Or like hotel, like Orbal. Anyway, hello from Saskatchewan. Hello from Southern Ontario. Yay for Canada. Canada's so awesome, except it would be really nice if we could get our vaccines to roll out a little bit faster because I want to go act normal again. Anyway, I'm graduating this semester. Oh, cool. Hello, nice to chat, Mary. I've been taking classes and have been away for a while. Mary. Oh, hi, Mary. I didn't see you come in. This is my first time on your site. I love new stitches to try. Do I have anything in nice stitches for you to try? Unclear. Okay, so I have one more sweater in my pile. Two more sweaters in my pile. The first one, still damp. Needs to lie flat a little longer. This is Alex's Fireside Pullover. Another one that turns into a sweater dress on me. Good vibes today. I love it. Yes, it's nice when the depression monster stays under the bed, isn't it? I must say, I appreciate it. That's for sure. I am feeling much better. I got to sleep last night, which was awesome. So here's the pattern for there. My pattern attempt for the Fireside Pullover. Here it is. I get mine today. I'm 48. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. That makes me feel really good for you. I hope that that happens here soon. I'm 28, so I'm lower on the priority list, but I would really appreciate if they could open it up to me so I can... Ugh, my parents were sick for 2 days, and I brought them pho for dinner on Monday after the stream. My older sister was like, Mom and Dad are not feeling good. My mom and dad both got vaccinated on Sunday. And I'm not trying to scare anyone because it's really necessary. You're going to feel sick for 2 days, like kind of get over it. Just your body has to wake up your immune system. That's just what's happening. So if you are an anti-vaxxer, just go away. I love you because you're a human, but please just no. But anyway, my parents got vaccinated and they are better now. They're feeling okay now. But on Monday, they were like unwell. They didn't sleep on Sunday night. My mom said she was up and down, just feeling nauseous and feeling achy. And my dad said it felt like he had a flu, but like a 24-hour flu. You know when you have a flu that's just for the weekend? It was like that. Hey there, Sid. Maybe. It depends person to person. Yeah, well, both of my parents felt crappy. My grandpa also felt crappy. My grandpa didn't seem to have the side effects that my parents did. My parents seemed to be hit a little harder. My grandpa was just sort of weak and like a little pain in the site. He said it hurt more than a flu shot where he got hit. Not when it happened, but you know, like after you get a flu shot, it feels like a bruise. He said it was worse than that. It was just like worse than after a regular shot, like the following day, not when it happened. When it happened, it's the same as a normal needle. It's what happened. Which one did they get? I don't know. Because I didn't ask, if I'm going to be honest. I just didn't ask. They just said they're vaccinating and they got it, and I was just kind of happy to hear. I didn't think. It's normal. I had it too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, they were totally okay with it. My parents were completely fine, Kay says, but my coworker felt unwell. I think it's like the flu shot. Sometimes you feel it fine, sometimes you feel icky. Most of the time for the flu shot, I feel nothing, like, at all. But this year, when I got my flu shot in the winter, I was sick that night. Like, I got home we were out grocery shopping, and at the grocery store they had a pharmacy, and the pharmacist was like, would you like your flu shot today? And I was like, yeah, I just am disorganized. So they need to go back. They are doing a 2-dose one. They're not doing the 1-dose one here right now. It's on pause. But they're doing the 2-dose one. I don't know which one, Pfizer or Moderna. If they had symptoms after the first shot, they would have gotten the one and done vax. Well, they didn't get the one and done. They have to go back. I am ready to feel like shit. I'm totally okay with it. That's how I feel too. I'm not trying to scare you, obviously, and you're not scared because you're like a grown-up who understands that vaccines are more important than the side effect consequences that they may have. So yeah, my parents have to get a second shot they have to go back for. But they already have a date and they have a little card and it's all gonna be good. But apparently the second shot is worse, and it's like, I'm not scared of needles specifically. The whole experience is an uneasy experience for me. I recognize, I don't like going to medical situations. Does that make sense? Wait. They had symptoms after the first shot? I've only had heard of symptoms after the second shot. Yes, they did. I had to mention that I really liked the vest that I saw. I have a hard time usually finding clothing in my size because I'm too of my tall torso. Make a long vest. I sometimes have to go to the thrift store in the men's area because the clothing is longer, and then I want to tailor it to my size. That's a good idea. Ma'am, which one? When did this begin? 8 a.m. Sorry, Oracle, I didn't post it anywhere because I was late. So there's that. But yes, they did get the 2-dose one. They are feeling fine now. Like my mom said, she woke up yesterday like nothing had happened except for a little sore arm. But all I got was a sore arm, so I wonder how I will feel after the second. Well, my mom said that when she got her shot, the doctor said if you feel crappy, it's because your immune system is like lighting up. Like, so if you don't feel that crappy, your immune system, it's like, I don't know if this is true, but this is what my parents communicated to me, that I guess pharmacist, I don't think it was a doctor who would have administered it, the administrator of the vaccine said to them that if they feel really crappy, that's a good sign because their immune system is lighting up and it's not the illness. But if they don't feel anything, they might not have a very strong immune system, so it's really good that they got the vaccine. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, as we know. I cannot protect pregnancy in cats, so I'm not a doctor. Maggie, what number are we at? I've got another one here. My other sweater to show you, this is the City Place sunset pullover, or sunrise. It's the skyline colors in Toronto at dawn. So this is like the darkness of the Lake Ontario, and then the sun comes up and there's like cloud levels, and then the color changes, cloud levels, and then it's like still dark. I love that one. Me too. I love this one. It's like my favorite. It's my favorite on Alex, I think, because I worked really hard on it and I really like it. Half double crochet, another front post double crochet, back post double crochet cuff. As you can see, most of my sweaters are half double crochet. Most of them have front post, back post double crochet cuffs. I really only switch up one of those two things at a time. Like, I'm not going to make it difficult for myself when I'm making stuff, because I like making stuff. Okay, so that's, I send you some cardigan the day I did. Go see your messenger. Let me see. Oh, sorry, I didn't even read what you wrote. I didn't see you write, but I will check. Go see your messenger. Which messenger? Let me get to that original post that you did. I saw someone say English, but I can read French, so don't worry about it, guys. It's super, and today is a beautiful day. Magnificent. Je me suis envoyé de mes créations sur Messenger. Yes, s'il vous plaît, envoyez son création sur Messenger. I don't see it yet though in Messenger. I went out today on my own, which is a big personal challenge. Well done, Oracle. But now I have a fresh haircut, a new shirt, and an ink pot. Okay, are you going to go nap for the rest of the day? Because that sounds like a lot of anxiety to me. But also, well done on going outside. I can't wait to get a haircut from a real person who knows how to cut hair. That would be great. I'm not seeing anything here, Manon. Désolé. Last Min Laura, that's me. On Instagram, on Facebook, I checked Facebook. Except, okay. Nope, not on Facebook. Not on Instagram. On Facebook, I only have messages from Candace. I don't see it. I rushed around and left. My dog left carnage and I was gone for an hour. I spent a fair amount of money too. That's stressful. But also, you know, didn't know you were bilingual. Maggie, I'm not. I lived in Ottawa, so you have to at least be able to survive in French. I'm not very good at it. I have comprehension. I can carry on a conversation speaking with someone, but when I'm reading, I can just comprehend what's going on their end. I can't really verbalize what I want to say easily. Let me see. In Last Minute Laura. From the chandelier, why, oh why can't I find my own stuff? Come on, Facebook. All you gotta do is help me keep it together. Oh, inbox, there we go. Why is it different? An error occurred. I can't do it on my phone right now, Manon, but I will, and I will reply to it. Gotcha, thank you. Last Minute Laura, that's me. I think this anxiety gonna yield to my reign. Good job! Yay! You're over it! I had my vaccine a few weeks ago, Kyla says, on St. Patrick's Day. Very good. I had symptoms a week after, dizziness and bad headaches. My head was throbbing. Yeah, my dad said he felt like he had a migraine. That being said, he was outside of his house talking to me, standing. So, like, my dad has had a migraine before, and when he had a migraine, it was like, all hell broke loose in our home. We were not allowed to be in the house as the kids, and the house had to be like locked down to be in darkness and silence. So like, I take it with a grain of salt, him saying a migraine. Maybe he meant like a really bad headache, but he said it feels like a migraine, and he's achy and feels gross. And I was like, okay. That being said, I went over to their house because they were feeling sick. So I went to a restaurant down the street and I ordered takeout of pho. So I got my mum wonton soup pho. I say pho in my head, so saying pho out loud sounds wrong because in my head I'm pronouncing it pho. But anyway, I brought them pho. I brought my mum wonton soup pho because that's what she wanted, and I got my dad the chicken one. And then I was like, I'm out here getting us soup for my parents, so I ended up getting Alex and I soup too. We both had seafood and chicken. We have drive-through vaccines. I don't know. No, theirs wasn't a drive-through. They were both, they took pictures. So they were sitting down. I was finally able to change my photo. Yay! I edited my last photo without wearing lipstick. I used the red eye editor for my lips and changed it to black and white. That way I didn't have to wear makeup. Smart. Smart. Yes, that's amazing. Yes, it is. And it's good for you because it's got all those vegetables and tasty treats in it and so much broth. When you order pho to go, they put it in like a plastic container and then they put the vegetables separately. I've never ordered it to go. I've only ever gone to like a pho restaurant to eat pho. But anyway, yeah, it was fun. We had a lot of fun. So tasty. Almost started a fire in the house yesterday because I put the extra broth, what was left over from the day before, into a saucepan and turned it on to medium-high heat, and then I went outside to collect the eggs. And then I noticed how beautiful it was outside, and then I started pulling weeds, and then I was like, maybe I'll bury my garlic today. So I planted some garlic, and then I went over to my rock garden, and then I hung out with the chickens, and then I heard the smoke alarm going off, and I was like, oh, Alex, he's probably just making toast or something. And then it didn't stop going off. And then it didn't stop going off. And then I heard my neighbor open a window, and like we live very far apart from our neighbors, but for some reason, like if they're in their backyard, we can hear them speaking, and if they open windows, we can hear it. So I assume they can hear the same from us. So that was me being like, oh no, they hear this fire alarm. And Alex hasn't turned it off, so what's going on? I come inside, the entire house, you couldn't breathe in the kitchen. It was all smoky. I just forgot that I had left it there and it boiled, and all of the spices that were in the pho were just like burning in the pot. No fire, but a lot of smoke. Very not great. Thunder was not happy with me, and no fire. So there was no fire, just really a smoky pho. It was like burnt pho smoke in my kitchen. It's fine. Everything's fine. The chicks were fine. That was my first worry. I was like, God, they can die so easily. I don't need them to die from smoke inhalation from me making lunch. So they were fine. Everybody was fine. Yum, garlic, so good for you. Garlic and onions have sulfur and other elements that are good for breast health. Oh, well, good, because I would like healthy breasts. Jessica, hey Jessica. Yeah, well, honestly, Maggie, the oh no for me was I was gonna have reheated pho for lunch, and I had already got out a ramen packet. Like I was gonna add the ramen noodles, and I had like green onions I had brought in from the garden. Like I was so ready to be like fancy about it, because like it's different than making it yourself. They have like, you know, Vietnamese spices that their grandma keeps. You know what I mean? Like there's like secret sauce when you get pho from a restaurant, as opposed to trying to make it yourself. It's just not the same. So instead, Alex and I were like coughing and opening all the windows. Luckily the smoke was up high, so again, the birds were fine. They didn't seem to be upset about it. How you guys doing? You're so cute. They're learning to fly. Yesterday, the burnt lunch, yeah, totally. The baby birds were outside almost all day yesterday. Can you remind me of the live period for Wednesdays? So Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. I almost said 11 p.m. Can you imagine? All day long. Maggie, what are we at for sweaters? What did we make it to? Because I have a few more. I don't have any more to show you because they're downstairs, but I have a few more I want to count out so I can see how many I actually have made. Because what's other than the ones that we have already here, we're at 15. We have the natural dye sweater. We have the Whispering Stripes sweater. We have the scrap sweater that's made of wool that's mine, and we have the scrap sweater that's made of wool that's Alex's. I think that's all of what's left of our sweaters. I think that's what's left. So I think we either have 19 or 20 sweaters. 8 a.m. to 11, so 7 to 10 for me. Got it, thanks. Awesome. I will make it on my banner on my YouTube channel so that it's easier. I'm making boiled egg pasta, getting creative. Ooh, boiled egg pasta. Like the pasta is egg pasta, or the pasta is regular pasta and you're adding boiled eggs to it. Talking about pho reminds me of the pain I had in my left ankle. Don't ask me how I connected the two. Did you have a soup date when you sprained it? I'm back to hear the smoky tail. Louisa, everything was fine is what happened. I burned my lunch. I put My ADD is what happened. I almost burned my house down because of ADD. Luckily for me, Alex was in the house napping. It was his lunchtime nap. He takes a 30-minute nap from like 12 till 12:30 every day. He is an adult man. He chooses his own path, and it works well for him to be able to do that. Slipped on a wand. Pardon? Oh yeah, also Alex is saying I now because he knows that I think that Jamie is a sexy, sexy man. And he's not saying that's why, but I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that's why. I've been watching Outlander. Alex watches when we eat dinner, sometimes he'll come and sit. We'll sit in here. He'll come and sit. We'll come sit together in here and watch it. But for the most part, I'm watching it and he just hears me ogling sexy redhead Jamie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I have a kiss? Good morning. I just haven't even seen you yet. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. I love you. Good morning.
I love you.
I love you too. You look so cute. You look like university right now. Because you have a Hack the North shirt on and a U Ottawa sweater. Anyway, a puff sleeved one. Puff sleeved one. No, I showed the puff-sleeved one. So sweet. Oh, thank you. I am the year of the fire tiger in Chinese astrology. No one wants to mess with where I live. Kyla, I am the year of the monkey. I don't know what that means, but I am. I guess you already showed the sweaters. I was hoping you'd be showing them again this morning because I want to see them. Jessica, I'll show them again. But I'm not going to go through all the descriptions this time. Actually, why don't we chat and then maybe you can go back and check them? Or, I don't know. I'll just recount them while I fold them. So we have the City Place pullover. Thanks for the tea, Alex. Sweater number 1. Then we have the Alex's gray sweater, number 2. Let's see how many we have for Alex. How many sweaters does Alex have? Alex, nothing. I don't know. Nothing. I don't know what I want help with. I'm still figuring it out in my head. My cheeks are hot again. That happened yesterday. I was like, do I not feel well? What's happening? He's going to college to be an architect. Oh, my nephew is the year of the monkey. I thought you were talking about Alex. I'm like, Alex, an architect? I mean, he's an engineer. I guess that's kind of like an architect. An architect of the online world. He's going to college to be an architect. I forget that I can go back after the live streams are over. Yes, you can. And I showed all the patterns for them, and that's it. That's the whole story. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna just move this stuff because it's the fabric. Here. I feel like Indiana Jones. I have to remove the monkey. Didn't work. Now the stone is rolling towards me to my death. Okay. Alex, Alex, Alex. 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 And are there any others of your sweaters downstairs? I think there are. Hold on 1 second, guys. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. The audio's on, so don't curse or anything. I said I didn't turn off the audio. Good morning. Good morning. We slept the whole night through. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Peekaboo. It's the last minute Lori show. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Oh, there it is. The Bumblebee Puffy sweater. Ew. There's cat pee on one of my sweaters. She peed on my sweater. Okay, well, I can't show it to you now because it has cat pee on it. Rude. This one. And this one. I have to go wash my hands. I just touched cat pee. Ew! I told you I smelled something down there. I told you, didn't I? My nose never deceives me. There's two more there. And there's, sorry about that, guys. I had to go wash my hands. Oh, and my sweater vest. Okay. Sorry, that was gross. Mainly patrons. It's where people talk. Oh yeah, join Patreon. I'm sorry for being so new, but could someone tell me where does put on Discord mean and how do you do that? Thank you for the information. Claudia, so I have a Patreon page for $2 a month. You pay a $2 subscription and you get access to a chat room. So that's where we all talk basically outside of the live stream. It's like there's a bunch of different topics and you can click on a topic and sort of talk about whatever. We have we have like knitting and crochet help. We have pictures of our pets. We have just general discussion. It's a good time. The puffy sleeve black and yellow. Yes, I got it right here. So I didn't show this one yet. You guys can see this one. Here is the puffy sleeve black and yellow. I love this one in the summertime. It's great when I wear my dresses because it cuts off right at the skinniest part of my waist, and that's where the skirt of my dresses flare out. So that was the goal for this one, was for it to be comfortable and cute with dresses. It's the Bumblebee little pullover. Naturally dyed sleeves, onion and avocado, but the front and back are just gray and black. The sleeves are so cute. They sit really cute. My little sister says I look like a Disney princess in this one. They sit like a puffy Disney princess 1980s bridal gown. Hey there, Frida. Good morning. Or good afternoon to you. That one is cute. I like this one too. Are you going to do a tutorial for all of these? I already have tutorials for all of these. They're already on my channel. The majority of these are already on my channel as tutorials. So Farsul, you should check it out. I'm making my Bumblebee cardigan. I will need help for those front panels in due time. You let me know when. They look like they end at the elbow. They do. No, but they end before. They won't go over my elbow. They end right there. And they're very puffy. I think I'll just put it on. If you haven't seen it on me, you'll be able to see. I mean, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt right now, but the idea is there. I do love this one. I haven't worn it in a while. So it's not quite to the elbow. You can pull it up to the elbow, but it's on the underside of the elbow. It's not like over the bone. The bone is still covered. My little sister says I look like a Disney princess. Actually, I'll just wear this because I like it. It's fine with this, right? I can wear it with this shirt. If I do up the shirt, maybe it'll be better. Definitely a Disney princess. Thank you. What do you think? Open? Then I look like more like a, what is it? Like the men Disney, or like a man Disney prince. Wow, Laura, a Disney man princess. That's what my brain did. I'm here for it. Me too. I like it. I'll just wear it. It has progressed to something awful. What has? Many people in Fresno struggle. I don't have issues. Hold on. What am I missing? Did I miss something? I don't have issues, but it could be good for those overcoming anything. I haven't ever, but I believe in healthy elements of it too. Many struggle. Burp, 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 burp. I'm falling behind. Sounds like a good start to the day. I'm coming soon. Combing some Gotland for spinning. Words are really hard, you guys, so sometimes if I struggle with reading, just don't worry about it. Another one I didn't show you yet was my sweater vest. So this is my own sweater vest that I wear. I made one for me. It's cropped, again, so that I can wear it with my dresses. Again, it's got some natural dye elements to it. This is Concord grapes for that light blue, and then the greenish yellow is because I did onions and Concord grapes. So a little bit of blue, a little bit of pink. 17, let's double check. So Alex has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey Alex, you have 9. No, you have 10, because there is a wool sweater that belongs to you that is not in this pile. I don't know where it is. But you have 10 handmade sweaters that I've made you. Do you know anyone else in the whole world who has 10 handmade sweaters made by their spouse?
No.
Exactly. True love. Okay, so 10 for Alex. And then for Laura, we've got 1, 2, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20, 21, the 2 that are now back in the wash. So, oh, and 22, because I have the Fancy Nancy cardigan. So I have 22 handmade sweaters now, total. That's a bit much. It's not a bit much. It's a lot much. I love it. I'm very happy. I don't wear other sweaters. I wear only handmade sweaters. So, 22, final count for now, unless I find something that I've forgotten about. 22 crocheted, like garments. So, that's cool. Sorry, I need a pair of scissors. I've been picking at my fingernails while we've been talking, and I have a hangnail now. That is going to be a problem, because I will rip it, and then I will bleed. All right, there we go. I make my husband socks, not sweaters, because he gets hot easily. He's probably hot all the time. If I make one for my hubby, he will not wear it. How rude. Alex wears them exclusively, pretty much. Right now he's wearing an Ottawa U like hoodie because I was washing all of our sweaters. But Alex pretty much only wears the ones that I make because he says they are designer. Pardon me? They're art pieces to him, he says, and he likes wearing them. Do you like them? I knew he did already. Pardon me? Obviously. Also, tons of hats, right? Like, this is just my sweaters. I'm planning on making my partner a sweater, but he won't wash wool properly, so I need to find superwash or acrylic for him. Oh, he's so sweet. He is. He's number 1. Hunter. I'm terrible at making sweaters. They always end up smaller than the pattern says. I just always go bigger. Just go big or go home. Always make an extra large if it's for a boy, and if it's too big, then I'll wash it in hot water and it'll shrink. Okay, so the other thing, first of all, I just want you to see Rebecca so that you know I'm not lying. I'm going to be using an Amazon bag to ship this to you, so just like when you get an Amazon bag, don't be like, what did I order from Amazon? Just a sneak peek of Rebecca's prize for getting the number of chicks that hatched correct. It's coming to you as soon as I can get to the post office. And by as soon as I can get, I mean as soon as I can muster the confidence to go out in public into the world again, which should be this week sometime. Ola has 1 knitted sweater and countless knitted socks, hats, mittens, and scarves. That's nice. The one you wore in the blocking video is short-sleeved in the blocking video. Let's have a gander at my blocking video. Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks, Sid. Cotton makes wonderful sweaters and is easy wash. I have not had good luck with cotton, but that's because I only bought the cheapest cotton available. I am searching for blocking crochet. Let's see how far down the list my tutorial is if I just search it. It's far. Oh, but you know what? Other stuff is high from me, I mean. Blocking crochet. How to block crochet. I hear you, little birdies. You'll get out soon. They're gonna stay outside today too. I'm trying to harden them off. Block crochet sweater. Ah! I'm the first one. Maybe because I'm logged in as myself. What am I wearing now? Oh, you're right! The turkey tail sweater. Good. Geez, good eye. The turkey tail sweater, 23. There we go. Great, the number 23. Illuminati. Cotton hurts my hands when I crochet with it. Mary Grace, same. I hate having to interact with people right now. Same. Ooh, Kyla, you got a wedding dress from Belarus? I got a husband from Belarus. That's so cool. We have something in common. Since I've been off YouTube, my wedding dress came in from Belarus. It's linen. My husband came from Belarus. He's meat. Human. Where would we go with that? Guys, I got my first shot yesterday. Yay, Mary Grace, that's awesome. My parents got their first shot on Sunday. I love packed clothing, fair trade, organic. Packed clothing, fair trade, organic. Let's see. Packed clothing. Is it past clothing? Like, is it Russian words, or is it rast clothing? Because like a P is actually an R. Like the letter P that we look at as the letter P in Russian, it makes the R sound. The stress. Packed. What did she call it? Packed clothing? Packed clothing. Belarus. Packed, original kids, good-natured. Online clothing. BelarusDessertCart.com. Celebrating Ramadan with free shipping. Well, that's convenient. You're browsing Belarus' store. We have a store for Canada. View the store for Canada. Fine. Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you. Mubarak. Ramadan Mubarak. Let's see. What do we have? Does it look beautiful, Kyla? I almost said Kayla. Does it look beautiful, your dress? Because I'd be down to buy a wedding dress online. But I also am making one. I haven't started, but I'm gonna. My arm is a little sore, but I feel great. Well, yeah, I bet you feel a sense of relief. You'll be able to hug your kids soon. How crazy. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty reasonable. They're in USA, though, the stuff that's shipping to me. My wedding underwear is from Packed, and I'm not a lace undies kind of person. Fair. I only have a bit of cotton yarn, so I'll practice with it and see if I like working with it first. Good idea. I got it at a yarn store closing, and I've learned it's too expensive regular price. You'll learn that most yarn is too expensive regular price. Okay, so I've got some fun things to tell you and show you now. We went through all the sweaters. I've got 24 sweaters. 23 sweaters? 24 sweaters. 24, because we missed the turkey tail sweater, which is dyed with turkey mushrooms. I don't have kids, but I'll be able to see my cousins and grandparents soon. Mary Grace? Good. You'll be able to hug people and not worry about killing them, which is awesome. I got a bag of cotton from a lady at my church. I don't know what to make. Washcloths. Everybody loves washcloths. Just start your pile, and then at Christmas time, you just pack them into packs of 4. Okay, so what happened on Monday was I did that exchange fabric. See this whole bin here? This is just the scraps of fabric. I washed and folded. Hey, Alex! Baby? He put headphones on. Anyway, he was supposed to bring up the fabric that's in the dryer. The link for the wedding dress is above. Thank you very much. And also, hold on. I swapped fabric with a lady. I gave her 18 eggs. She gave me a whole bunch of her old fabric. I have some really beautiful fabrics now. I've washed them, and there's one more load. Alarm. There's one more load in the dryer that I have not yet taken out of the dryer, but I have the first 2 loads done now of fabric. I have one more load that needs to go into the wash. So I want to show you the fabrics, and I'm going to tell you about how much fabric is in each of these, because some of them are like this one. It's so soft and beautiful. I'm pretty sure it's 100% cotton. I'm pretty sure. I washed it as though it was 100% cotton and nothing happened. So the pattern up close. Come on, focus, camera. You could do this. There we go. The pattern up close, super cute. And this is 5 yards. So I can make a full dress out of this. I need 3 yards to make like a 1950s housewife dress. So I'm going to make my family member. Thank you for asking. My family member is okay. They are on oxygen now. And they are in hospital for 10 days, probably. So hopefully everything is still going well, but they are on oxygen. So we are all just sort of waiting for news at this point. Thank you for asking. I wish someone made fair trade fabric. Yeah. Then it would cost $200 a meter, and yeah, that would be... none of us would ever hand make anything. Obviously, I don't agree with the fact that it's not fair trade. I just mean like... Oh, I didn't know about the news of Laura's family. Prayers. Thank you. Thank you for your prayers and your good vibes and your thoughts. There's nothing that we can do at this point, so we're just waiting. We can't go visit. We can't really communicate much because they don't have a phone charger and their phone is limited. So we're just sort of waiting. We are just waiting for more news. At this point, they are like eating and conscious and communicating with doctors and communicating with family. So it's okay. Right now, we're told that it's okay. Hopefully it stays that way. That's what we're hopeful for. Don't forget to, by the way, wow, this is not a good transition. Don't forget to like the video. I started saying it before my brain recognized that it wasn't a good time for that transition. Should be able to smuggle a phone charger in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be a thing. I'm also pretty sure somebody in there will probably have one, but I think it's kind of like rushing everybody around. Did you disclose what happened? Or are you keeping what happened inside your family circle? I'm just not disclosing who it is because I don't have permission to talk about who it is. It's just a family member. So it's somebody it's not in my immediate family, so it's not like my sisters, my brothers, or my mom and dad, but it is my extended family, and it's still worrisome. It's just, we can't do anything about it right now, so I'm kind of just keeping it in a box, which is unhealthy for most things, but for this, worrying will literally do zero. It'll just make me feel gross. So right now I'm just sort of putting it in a box and not opening the box, except when talking about it. So like if I'm calling my mom and asking for an update, I'll open the box and feel my feelings during that update, and then I put it back in the box when the update is over, because after that, I literally can do nothing. I am completely unable to help in any way. It's the doctors who have to do this now. So that's just where I'm at mentally with it, is I'm just kind of distancing myself from feelings about it, because if I feel everything about it, I'll be like really sad and stressed. And if I just don't feel anything about it, as long as I recognize that I shouldn't block out my feelings, feelings are important, I know, but whatever. Right now it's fine. Posted the pasta. Let me have a look. Oh, what a pretty sweater. I just saw your sweater again, and I really like your sweater. Caroline. Can you say Caroline? Do not escape, you escape artists. I need to clean your cage today. All new shavings for you guys. Sorry, anyway, I just saw your sweater again. My thing was still open. I love rotini. Oh, so tasty. Spiral pasta makes me want to eat pasta salad. Greek pasta salad. So good. So it looks good. Okay, yeah, processing matters. Like every family events can be difficult. Yes, they can be, but I'm not letting myself into that family event right now because I can't do anything about it. Once there is something I can do about it, then I'll feel my feelings. But at this point, there isn't anything, so no thank you. Nothing special, but yummy. Sounds good to me. I had to sit in a sterile exam room for several hours, not being able to breathe, having a dead phone. After I had a panic attack, they smuggled in my husband. That's nice of them. They won't snuggle. They won't smuggle in anyone here. When I eat pasta, I eat pasta. Yeah, I want some now. But I have a good food recipe to cook tonight. Okay, so this is the first one. I'm going to make a dress out of it. It's beautiful. I washed it. I washed everything like as if it was stained badly. It wasn't. Everything looked like it was never even taken out of, like, it looks like they bought it, washed it, folded it, and put it in their container. You know what I mean? Like, none of it's cut. It's just meters and meters of fabric. So I feel confident that washing it was overkill, but I still wanted to, like, have it extra clean and smell like my stuff as opposed to smelling like a stranger's stuff. Anyway, so here's the first thing. Really pretty. I like it a lot. I think it'll make a really pretty dress, so I'm going to make it into a dress. Here's another one. They're so more equipped to deal with it now, hon. Totally. Yeah, exactly. They're more equipped to deal with it, and I'm feeling that it's out of my hands at this point. Manon, I think you do the right thing putting it in a box. Good for you. Only for most things it's not good. For this thing it's okay, but for in general, feel your feelings, people. I heard a quote, eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. Sounds good to me. Agent T, long time no see. Welcome back, Texas. How are you doing? How's the kid? Jessica. Oh, I just remembered something I wanted to ask. I have a couple of skeins of yarn that I want to wash before I use them, but they have something on them and I don't know how to get it off. Okay, are they wool yarn? And is it kind of a sticky, oily, sort of waxy feeling? because in that case, you probably have Aran wool, which is like, they add extra lanolin oil into the wool so that it is like basically waterproof. So that yucky sticky stuff is meant to be there. If you don't want it there, then to wash it, warm water, a little bit of dish soap, and just sit it in there. Don't move it around, just drop the skein in there and let it soak, and then like pull it out of the water, and do that again if you need to, but don't move it around because that will make you felt it. Too bad she was tiny, no one could wear the dresses. What's that? I have my grandmother's old fabrics. My grandfather's built shops, like the huge metal ones, so she sewed her own fancy dresses for the christening of, ships, old fancy ships, for the christening of the ships. So cool. That is cool. Too bad she was tiny, so no one could wear the dresses. That's rude. Hi. Welcome back.
Thanks.
I think it's acrylic. Whatever it is, it's dry. Like maybe something spilled on it and didn't get clean completely. Give it a really good sniff, because honestly, that's happened to me before at thrift stores, and it's been animal pee more than one time. Like more than one time. Oh, Beauty's off. Have a good rest of your day, Beauty. Enjoy. I just eat lots, but it's diet friendly. You don't have to tell me. To be honest, it's a little crusty. I would say soak it in warm water. Honestly, warm water and dish soap. Give it a shot. Warm water and dish soap. Add a little tiny bit of vinegar if you want, like if it has a smell. Here on the west coast of Sweden and Norway, Frida says, they wore those spun in the grease sweaters on fishing boats. Yeah, here they're called Aran sweaters. A-R-A-N sweater. Fisherman sweaters. Might help to say it's like a reddish color. A reddish colored crusty stain. I mean, what color's the yarn? I mean, if it's acrylic, any bodily fluid is going to wash off. Soaking, warm water, dish soap. Gonna get most things off. If it doesn't come off, then crochet with the crustiness and just be grossed out and wash your hands every time you stop crocheting, and then wash the final sweater. That'd be the other thing. I did that when I got candle wax on wool. I just crocheted through it and then dealt with it after it was already a sweater. Aran is a floofy kind of yarn, doesn't have anything to do with the lanolin. Oh, well, here, I've had more than one time I've purchased Aran wool, and it was like yucky, sticky, oily lanolin wool. And then when I Googled, why is my Aran wool sticky, it said it was lanolin, and Aran wool is used for fishermen's sweaters. I'm not a doctor. My white yarn has Fanta stains on it. Beautiful. Hi, Alex. Good morning. Agent, been busy with kids, with cousin. She turned 1 on Monday. Wow. I've been busy with work and finding money for a farm. I'd say hi before I lose Wi-Fi. Well, I'm glad that you're here, and wow, finding money for a farm. That sounds exciting. They don't add extra. Sheep are that full of lanolin. That's gross then. I have no clue what I'm talking about, apparently. It's fine. Do you know anything of Varmland? I found out, ooh, fun. A lot of my ancestry has beautiful sites and clean water. Let's go there. Let me see. Not vibrant, but it's reddish. The yarn is like a light beige color with variegated shades of light blue and neutral colors. Aran is a specific weight that is extra dense because they use more plies. Huh. Fanta doesn't come off of anything, including my car. We're talking about stuff. That's exciting, Agent T. Well, good luck. I wish you really good luck. I hope that you are able to get your farm. Sorry that I don't know anything about anything when it comes to wool. Thank you for correcting me. Next fabric. Mustaches! Not enough to make a dress, unfortunately. Only 1 meter of this, but enough to make a couple of masks. Mustache masks. That might be fun, right? So this one's got all different mustaches, which is cute. Alternatively, like the pockets on a dress or something. This one is like not my style for fabric, but it's cotton fabric, so I'm good with that. Got some flowers on it and some pink and beige stripes. V cute, VV cute. Beautiful. Sounds like a Bible verse. What's that? Kyla, I'm in the southwest Sweden of Goth. What are we saying? Frida. What does Frida say? Västra Gotland. In the southwest of Sweden, close to Gothenburg. Let me see. Yes to mustache masks. I think so too. I only know that because my mom did a ton of research into Erin sweaters because she loves them and wanted to make them. I'm glad to know. So what about Erin Fleck? I made a sweater for someone with Erin Fleck, but it didn't feel different from acrylic. Maybe it was just the name? Maybe. Gotta go, guys. I have to go buy kitty litter. Bye, Caroline. Have a good rest of your day. Too bad I'm a heathen then, Frida. Okay, next I have this a little bit stretchy black. It's black on black stripes. The way they made the stripes is by changing the stitch, not by changing the color. So this is what it looks like. It's just black. It's like mildly stretchy. It's nice though. I like it. And then just black cotton, nothing special. And then black with dark gray textured spots. I don't know if you'll be able to actually see the spots on it because my camera is a potato, but it has a texture. Don't you try to escape, you little trouble children. Then basic white cotton. A lot of brands use Erin as a color name for off-white ivory. Rude. We need to have some systems in place here. Hey there, Bailey. Good morning. Those black stripes are such a flattering pattern. Well, there's at least 1 meter of every fabric, which is kind of exciting. There's this yellowy gold sort of, kind of gives me tablecloth vibes if I'm honest, but it's a nice color. It'll work for something. And then this is a nice like men's shirt cotton. Like it's like shirting weight. See? Cute. Except the summer of the drought, 2 weeks without water, and did you know a well pump costs about $2,000? Now I do. It's so annoying how inconsistent yarning terms are and companies only add to the confusion. It's like women's clothes. Could you just not? Why are you trying to make us feel bad about ourselves in all different brands? Come on. Those colors are pretty. I like them so far. Then there's this heavy cotton. It's almost denim-y, but more like how a denim shirt feels. Maybe it's kind of like, you know, like men's work pants or like men's coveralls. Something like that. I don't know exactly what it is. It doesn't have, it has a little bit of stretch on the bias. I'm pretty sure it's a cotton, but I don't know if it's just cotton. I think it might be denim. Like really soft denim? No, it's more like work pants, like for workmen, not like suit pants, not like dress pants. More like it's like denser. Last week I learned that Levi's has measurements on women's jeans as well as the US size. Just made up size. This one is exciting too. Kyla, I feel blessed to live here in Sweden, Frida says, and quite close to my family, that's lovely, in a classic red Swedish house. Oh, well, wow, wells are pricey. I've personally been collecting rainwater and my plants are 90% watered by the rain. That's awesome. Might be a bottom weight? I don't know. Anywho, here's another. I wear boys' jeans. Their jeans are heavy. I like that. I wish that they would make girls' jeans. Like, I want my skinny jeans, my favorite pair of skinny jeans, but I want them in men's Levi. But I don't want to make it. I just want to show up and have it fit perfectly, you know? But I also don't want to go to Nordstrom and spend $400 on a pair of jeans. There's a line. I want to spend $35 on a perfectly fitted pair of men's jeans. If you could just do that. Oh, also I want to have no child workers make them. So it's impossible. They have to be $400 or else a child made them. Unless you made them. Okay, so here's the next pattern. Another pretty little plaid. Very Outlander vibes. I'm ready. Hi, Laura. How are you? Hi, Abby. I haven't stopped by in a while. Well, I'm glad you're back. Welcome back. I'm doing well, thank you. For some reason, I don't know if I had a sunburn yesterday, but yesterday my cheeks were very warm all day. That's the closest thing to I'm not well. Otherwise, I'm well, thank you. Kyla, where do you live? My plants could be, if I actually watered my outdoor plants, 100% watered by rain. Lovely. Oh my god, I'm mending a pair of my boyfriend's Levi jeans, and they are flimsy as chick jeans. Lee should be ashamed. Flimsy as chick jeans. They wear out in the thighs. Hold on. Also, Sid, I see that, that specification of whose jeans you're mending. Mending someone's jeans who has a title in your life now. I like that. Okay, here's another fabric. I found 2 pairs of jeans by ordering 17 pairs. Obviously, I sent the rest back. Yeah. That would be too many pairs of jeans. Coming from me, who has 24 handmade sweaters, like, I don't know. He destroyed them. Here are the next one. This is 3 meters, so in theory, I could make a dress out of this. I just don't think I would wear a dress made of this, so. But I might wear a dress made of this. This is Portugal vibes. Is that not Portugal vibes to you guys? To me, this gives me hardcore Portuguese tile vibes. So, search Portuguese tiles on Google, and like, honestly, this gives me that. And this has 2 meters, so enough for me to make something. That's the fabric that oh no, I have a couple others. They're not washed yet. I have to wash them still. These ones are washed and dried already, so they can be put away. Or left out so I can stare at them. Let's leave them out. Okay, and then the other fabrics that are not yet washed but are still exciting. These 3, I'm kind of thinking that the person went through an Outlander phase also, because these were definitely meant to be used together. Really, sorry, the chicks really don't like large pieces of fabric. It freaks them out. So here's the first, the top piece. And it's not labeled what the fabric is, like in the margin, whatever that thing's called. Why can't I remember? And then this piece goes with it. And then the third color is this beautiful, shiny burnt orange. Oh, that's the back of the fabric. Let me show you the front of the fabric. Oh. It has these like lines in it that make it look like it's old, like, but it's not. I don't know how I can explain it. Do you see like how there's like lines in it? So it just looks fancy. It's basically, these are fancy fabrics that make me need to make a dress out of them. I'm thinking that what I'll do is I will make a dress out of mostly this one with some of this one as panels, like in the dress. And then maybe I'll do this as the lining so that it like shows. It'll be a fall dress. Bye, Texas. Have a good rest of your day. Anyway, these ones need to be washed still. Another thing I wanted to show you is the patterns. Yes, you heard me right. The dress patterns that came in this bundle of fabric. So this lovely lady apparently is living the same life as me, just 1 year in advance. Because inside of this Renfest dress, yeah, but I don't go to those. I mean, I could be him. Isn't he cute? I cut this out because he's holding pansies, which I love. He's holding pansies. Look how big the pansies are compared to this human. Is that not adorable? I need to stick it somewhere. So much fabric, I would store it. I think that I'll probably not store it. I'll probably put it out because I am that person. But let me show you what this person had in their stash of fabric. In my size, they had not 1, not 2, not 3. Hold on. Not 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wedding-related patterns. 7 wedding-related patterns? Are you kidding me? I told my patrons this already and I showed them the photos of it. Join my Patreon if you want sneak peeks of stuff, extra things, access to the Discord, and also all of my patterns. The fates, am I right? I literally, like, I saw them on the top of the box when I was putting the eggs on the table and picking the box up, and I was like, no. And then I dug through a little bit and I was like, serendipity much? Look at some of these, like, look at how cute that is. A little sleevey tea dress. Love. Look at this one. I love the top. This one. What? What is it? Are you okay? Hello? and underskirts. Good surprises there. That is destiny. Honestly, it is. And then two different patterns of just veils. Look. Well, Kyla, here's a really good way to market it to your partner. It's $24 for a year-long membership, if you think about it. It's $2 a month, 12 months a year, $24 a year. $24 a year to get a sense of community. I'm being sarcastic, but $24 a year is an easier way to math it out in your head as opposed to like, I like looking at things in the future, you know? And then the last one is this one. And I thought, oh, isn't that pretty? That could be actually the fabric I just showed you, don't you think? I could make a Outlander wedding dress just for fun. I definitely love the more timeless dress patterns as some look a wee bit 90s for my liking. Yes, they do, some do look a wee bit 90s, but the point that I have is the bottom skirt is gonna be a good pattern for me. Like the top bodice, I'm already sold on what I'm doing for the top bodice, but like this lower piece may help me design the skirt half of my pattern. Do you know what I mean? Or like this one is pretty close. It's a little bit too, I don't know, like new mom in the 90s, but the idea, the vibes are correct. Or like this one, look at the skirts on this one. Here's the drawings of them. Come on, computer, you could do it. There we go. So like I thought the back of this one looks really nice. And the back of that one looks really nice. So I could use the skirt as a pattern, which so exciting. And then one more dress pattern that came with it that I really like is, it's just a skirt pattern, but I mean, I love the energy. Can I be this girl? Look how cute she is. Look how happy they are to be wearing their long skirts. So fun. I like the new mom one. Me too! I like the new mom one for like a summer dress. I'll be a new mom for the summer dresses. For the dresses, people. Oh, also, I found this in a book, and I just want you to see it. It's knitted. It's a knitted dress. Can you imagine how hot that is? A long sleeve knitted dress. Also supposed to be hand knitted. It was a pattern. Anyway, I definitely love the more time. Yes, lol, Laura, beautiful, thank you. 100% would make and wear all of those. Well, I'm gonna make and wear part of one of them. So there's that. Alleghenies from Maryland to West Virginia and one more place. It connects to the Appalachian Mountains in America. Interesting. So yeah, I got lots of fabric, and there's more fabric. I just can't show it to you today because it's not done. But once it's dried and washed, I will show you, and that will be very cool. So that's the extent of the fabric from that lovely lady. I think actually, are there more patterns? I see a stack of patterns here, which makes me think there's more. Oh yeah, there were more. There's this one, and I have this in my pile of patterns I'm going to make like imminently. Imminently? That's the right word, right? Look at this. I want this white one. Look at this. Is it not so cute? I love it. I love it. So I'm gonna make this, and it says, geez, it says 2-hour dress. So we'll see about that. But for now, the next patterns that I'm going to be working through are going to be these two, and aren't there more patterns in my pattern list of patterns to look at? There's none on that pile. I'm a very disorganized human being. I don't know if you know. But anyway, this is what I want to make, and then I also want to make this one. I know I could figure it out on my own, like it's not a difficult pattern, but I might as well do it right one time. Are these patterns for curvy figures too? Yes, so the patterns are, oh, so this one might be a little big for me. 14, 16, and 18. This one is extra small to extra large. The veils are obviously all one size. What size is this? This 14, 16, 18. That's fine though. Wedding dresses are always too small. This is 18, 20, 22, but I'm pretty sure that I could size it properly. Discord is awesome. That's a fact. This is 12 to 18, but wedding dresses are always too small, so that's good. 8 to 18, so that's good. And all sizes and all sizes for the veils. So yes, there's multiple sizes included in each one. So there's that. Well, I am a very curvy person. Like, I'm not a... Excuse me? Did you see that? Hello? She says hello. Much easier to make things in... to take things in than size them up. Exactly. Hello? 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 Hello, hello? Hi? Hello? Hello? Oh, hello? Hi? Hi? I see you. Well, are you looking for Alex? He might be outside. Is he not downstairs? You can't find him? Why not? That's what her meow is. We didn't know because we thought that was her I'm in heat sound. It's not. That's what her sound is. That's her actual meow. She was quiet when we got her because she was shy. Her meow is her just opening her mouth and shouting. And she does it all the time. All the time. I don't mind because I think it's adorable, but in all reality, it's good that she's going to be an outdoor cat, because that is, can you imagine if you didn't know there was a cat living here and then you were like house sitting and then you were like in the dark? You would definitely be like, oh, that's an alien. I'm about to be taken. She says hello. She says, hello. She also says, Laura. She also says help. She says help, hello, and Laura. She's obviously not saying any of those, but sometimes it sounds like all three. Also, I love you. I love you, help, Laura, and hello are the words that I've decided she says. My goodness, you have a whole new wardrobe. Claudia, wait until I sew some of these, then I'll have a whole new wardrobe. Getting screamed at. That's literally, though, like, if you... She's just yelling at Alex. And you know what's the craziest thing? She's definitely a boy person. She prefers Alex 100%. Again, probably because I poked her tummy for 2 months for no reason. She knew she wasn't pregnant. I thought she was pregnant. She's scared of me. She's not like, she doesn't like hiss or cower, but she'll avoid me if she can. But she'll go down into the basement, which is where Alex, it's not really a full basement. It's like a half basement. Like, he's above ground, but he's also below ground. There's windows. I don't know how to explain it. We live in a raised ranch, so if that helps. But she'll sit under Alex's desk and sit on top of his feet and lie down on his feet. And then if he ignores her, she'll try to claw up his legs, and I'll hear, hey, stop that. And he says he kicks her off. Like, he'll push her away with his feet, and she'll come back to him trying to get on his lap, and she'll push her away with his feet. Are you kidding me? I pick her up, and she's, like, bolting. Alex will not pick her up, and she wants to be his friend. So, I have some feelings, that's all. But it's fine. It's fine. I wasn't chosen. It's fine. Maybe next time I'll get chosen. It's fine. I'm fine. You have a new patron. Really? Oh, Frida, thank you. Thank you for joining my Patreon. Aw. Everybody should join my Patreon. It's a great place. Plus, it makes me less stressed about my water bill, which is awesome. Honestly, I'm not that stressed about my water bill anymore. It's more like I'm stressed about Alex's student loans and our car dying. Our car is like so close to dying. It now does this thing when we hit the gas. It like goes like buh, 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 as it goes forward, which Alex said is air in the system. Unclear if that's true, but could be. That's why she loves him. She's anti-cuddles. She wants cuddles, but she doesn't want you to ever want cuddles. Rude. Laura is freaking crazy. I avoid, literally said. Thank you for joining Patreon, Frida. And for those of you that have not joined Patreon and want to, do it! it's fun. Or it's not fun. It's you spending $2 a month on your end. But on your end, you also get access to Discord and all of my patterns. And sometimes sneak peek things. That's why she loves him, though. Not the kind of cat for me, either. No, I need snuggles. I need lots of snuggles. My cat also shouted. Hers is a bit sweeter than his was. It was like, ah! I don't know. I don't know that it sounds very sweet to me. To me, she sounds like she's in distress. Like yelling. It sounds like somebody's grabbing her. Like, nah! Like it sounds like the same sound that they make when they're escaping. Like, yeah. It's one-sided cuddling. I cuddle you, but you no cuddle me. Yeah, it's like the dog with the ball. No take, only throw. You know, there's a ball with a dog in its mouth, and the person's like, give me the ball, and the dog is like, I can't give it to you, I just want you to throw it, though. That's her, except it's like, I can't cuddle you, I just want you to cuddle me. Hello! Little chicklets? Oh my goodness. So the little babies haven't gone outside yet. It's not warm enough for them yet. You guys, don't peck at your sister. He's trying to nap. Hi. He's so tired. Anyway, the teenagers were outside all day. Chicken, yo hi, hello. Yes, they are chickens right here. Baby chickens. Has anyone seen Chloe Marine? I don't think today. Is she in here yet today? Sid, okay, so I'm setting up my bullet journal for June, and if any of you love setting up bullet journal friends, I do. I highly recommend the 2 Bujos per year method. Oh, I'm on number 2. Or am I on? No, I'm on my second bullet journal of the year. Do you want to see what I've been doing for fun in my bullet journal? I've been doing spreads for days that I'm not live streaming. I've been making my spreads, or days that I'm live streaming, I've been making my spreads really pretty. So, like, this is just a Sunday. Just for fun, because I have pages to write in. So I just, like, drew things. I haven't finished it. This is where the chicks will go. But I drew stuff. It makes me happy. It makes me feel calm to draw in my bullet journal, which is a good thing, because who knows, you know? So you do a setup for January to June, and then another for June to December. Oh, I just do a whole, whatever part of the year I'm at until the end of the year. So this one started in April. I started the new bullet journal in April, so it just starts in April. My other bullet journal started in January. But like spring jobs, these are all the jobs I have to do in the garden for spring. So I made a spread for it just for fun, because if I have to have a to-do list and I like to draw, why not hybridize it? Or like when I was hanging out with you guys on Saturday, it was Hatch Day, so I made a little spread. It's just a lot of fun, you know, it doesn't hurt anybody, and it's not like anybody needs to see it. You don't need to like show anyone. I mean, have you met me? I show everyone everything and I tell everyone everything. I do not have a good filter. Is that a T-Rex skull? It is my best attempt at a T-Rex skull. Indeed it is. Sid, thank you for shouting it out to me earlier and being like, love the T-Rex skull. It made me feel good. And Oracle, thanks for noticing. Next year I should only have one because I got a 400-page graph grid to try out. That sounds intimidating. 400 pages by my moleskin. But my moleskin will just barely make it through June if I don't do any more full-page dailies. You should just do full-page dailies. T-Rex. It's a badass T-Rex skull. Thank you. Here's my, see, T-Rex skull. Because here, see, it's like, this is where the dinosaurs are. And then in here, it's like less old dinosaurs, you know, the ones that are in shells. And then there's rocks, and there's some kind of animal burrow right here. And then there's like worms and centipedes. And then there's like, here's the burrow for that animal. And then there's like plants and a spider. So fun. And a tulip and hedge. So nice. It lasts as long as it lasts. Honestly, yeah, Frida, same. It lasts as long as it lasts. But the fun thing about bullet journals is I have this nice little stack of journals now. And like, yeah, I could burn these and like let go of whatever's in them. I know people do that for like I don't know, reasons, I guess, to make yourself feel like it's like life is okay. And I get that, but also I love going back and looking at it and being like, go for a walk, then do one thing. That was my tell myself thing that week. Or like what I thought the best bullet journal spread was a year ago is different than what I think it is now. And sometimes there'll just be like random drawings of me trying to draw a plant. You know what I mean? Like I'll just make stuff, you know? Or I'll do like creepy as heck marker drawings. No, for fun. I'm reading a book soon on Iran. My friend from grade school is from Iran. Such a gentle soul. I'm going to get some yarn soon, trying to see what I can work on. Does anyone have yarn? Lol. No. I mean, I have a lot of yarn, but it's in finished garments. I need to buy yarn soon, or something. I need to find a way to get yarn. Oh, V, I saw your message. I didn't reply to it. V, hi. Thank you so much for that package you said is coming. I really appreciate it. I saw it, I read it, my heart said thank you, and my voice didn't say thank you because I was in the middle of a sentence when I read it, and ADD means that as soon as the sentence was done, I forgot the thing that I saw when I was reading the sentence. So I love you, V. Thank you so much for it, and I'll send you a little something back as a thank you. So when I get it, I'll have your address, and I'll ship you something back as that. Does anyone have yarn? If you do, send me yarn. Give me that yarn. I'm just kidding. Oh! Thanks, Frida. It just gave me the notification that you're a patron now. His is gonna sound weird, but I like how you say, you know what I mean? Oh. Just checking that you know what I mean, because sometimes I don't know what I mean, and if you know what I mean, that's important. So I'm glad you like it. Also, here is an unfinished picture of Thunder, basically as a Pokemon, it looks like. And then I was getting ready to draw some chickens in there. I just never finished it, but I like it. No problem, I completely understand. I'm the same way. I have that thing, you know that thing, the ADD thing, makes it hard to do things. Oh, I just want to show you some of my natural dye spreads, because I'm going to put these on Patreon. If you aren't a patron already, you haven't seen these because I haven't uploaded them because I finished this bullet journal before I started doing the Patreon stuff. But I have these, like, how to make a wood ash alkaline solution for natural dyeing. How to, hold on. Let me find, I have some really pretty like spreads for natural dye and I am proud of them. Or clover blossoms mixed with aster blossoms, and I have samples of my dye. I need to call the pharmacy. I don't want to. Story of my literal life. I hate calling the pharmacy. We don't have to anymore. We can just text and they'll text you when it's ready. Tea bags, birch bark, and turkey tail mushrooms gave me this brown. So it was tea bags as well that made that brown that I was saying I couldn't remember what it was from. Or my plum branches. You get this really pretty sort of pink. You can see it's pretty close to the color of like my skin, if that gives you like a range. I'm a pink person. And that's from new plum branches with the blossoms on them. Isn't that cool? Yes, he would. Thunder is now an electric type Pokemon. He's an electric Pokemon? Aww, I think he's more like a Snorlax type. What kind of Snorlax? Imani says, hi, Laura. She's feeding herself oatmeal and she sees you on TV. Hi, Imani. Hi. Oh my god, I wish I could speak like baby sign language. I guess she speaks like English because that's what you talk to her, but you know what I mean? Like, hi, Imani. You're beautiful. You are a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful person. She was not even born yet when V started watching. Same with Agent Texas. Both of those people have had babies in the time. Oh, I love it. I think Snorlax is a normal type. Thunder would be a normal. You're just a normal type Pokemon. That's a type? I'm not that type. Is there a neurodivergent type? Yeah, it's a special thing. The start of those little daily packages of prepackaged pills. Oh, right. Otherwise, I just use an app. Fair. I think you should do another top and show how you embroider. I love the finished mom sweater. Done. I could do that on an existing one that exists just to show you how to do it. Snorlax means snot salmon in Swedish. Oh, right. Lax. Okay. Also, I have, like, I drew my wild, violets? What is it? Wild violet? I think these are wild violets. I probably wrote it down. Oh, right there. Wild violets. And what you can do with them because they are edible. And then look at this beautiful color that I got from Queen Anne's Lace. There's my drawing of Queen Anne's Lace. Definitely electric, you think so? I haven't ever played Hi-Ho Cherry-O. I went to a yard sale and saw one. It was awkward. I didn't want to buy it, but saw other people fitting to buy it. What's Hi-Ho Cherry-O? I don't know that. My brain stopped for a second there. Another thunder. I draw thunder a lot. Don't forget to like the video! Birch bark natural dye, attempt number 2. An eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. Such a wise quote. I don't know what made me think of it. An eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. Yeah. But like sometimes, you know, sometimes you just need to like take an eye, you know? Yeah, I know, peekaboo. I know. Hello? Hello? Meow. Japanese maple natural dye. Oh, it's a board game? Never heard of it. Thunder, but it looks like he did drugs. But I was just trying to make him have brown eyes, but then they look like he did drugs. Calling the pharmacy. Good luck. Isn't that a weird feeling when your brain goes blank slate? Yeah, it happens, honestly, more often than I would prefer. Because sometimes I'm in the middle of a sentence that meant something, and then I'm like, oh, it was not important, obviously. Very good. Bye, KM. Have a good rest of your day. And then I have my root from my, I guess it was chicory root. The thing that I thought was dandelion root, that jar that I had the other day. My turkey tail top. Hello? 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 Look at this dark green from Black Eyed Susan's. Hi! Just... Meow meow. Goldenrod. These 3 colors I got from Goldenrod. What's wrong? You can come up here, I'll talk to you. We could be friends if you just come up here. Alex is outside. He's working outside. Also, my recipe for iron mordant. These are all going to come onto my channel. Onto my Discord. Patreon. Onto my Patreon. Maybe I'll just do it on Discord, because everybody who's in Patreon will be on Discord. Plus then the oldies can get in. Or that'll convince maybe people from the old group to join Patreon. Hold on. Okay, these are both my journals. These are both my patterns. Are you patterns or journals? No way, I have 3 journals that are just freaking journals. Calm down, Laura. So many feelings. Nice samples, thank you. Oh my, there's waiting time. Oh my, there's waiting time. Such is life. Always waiting time, isn't there? So those are all the things that I had to show you, I think. Oh, also, maybe I'll post these on Patreon too. I drew them a little while back, but I figured they're kind of cool, and it was fun when I was drawing them. I don't know if you guys remember when I was doing my drawing live stream, so it was just an overhead shot of me drawing and we would just talk. This is a picture I drew of my kitty cat, CJ. And I really like that picture. This is one of Lori's dogs. That is Scrappy's dog. This is somebody's cat. Whose cat is that? Is that Candy's cat? I don't think so. I think Candy's cat's the one that looks a little like grumpy, isn't it? This is my sister's dog. How many empty and unused journals? Do you have any control over buying new notebooks? In the last 2 years, I've gained control. Here's Frida's parrot. Look at him smiling. Cute. But I didn't used to have... Is yours the grumpy one then? Hold on, let me see if I can find... Yours is in here. Yes, Oliver. That's yours, right? He looks so evil. And then we have Bailey the dog. Little sweet Bailey. That's my babe. And then we have Scrappy's other dog. And then we have, this one is one of my favorite drawings of a dog that I've done. I really like this one. I wish it was Thunder, but it's not. Jenna's cat, Klaus. This is the grumped one I was talking about. So silly looking. God, cats are so weird. Aw, this one is, shoot. I gotta remember her name. The little girl. The little girl from Bali. She's from Bali. She has a sister. Anyway, you OGs know who I'm talking about. That's her kitten. Hi there! Wow, you're so good at drawing. Oh, thank you. Make me feel good. Maddie, thank you very much. Maddie, wow, why did my brain die there? Thank you. Closet something. Also, a dandelion that I drew because I wanted to see if I could make it clear that it was a dandelion. I think that's pretty obviously a dandelion, don't you think? If you look at that, are you like, wow, that's obviously a dandelion? Because I feel pretty good about it. I know what you mean, don't remember. Good, I'm glad you know. And then Athena, Mama Stacy's grand pupper. Look at that puppy. Pipples make such cute pictures. And then a paint. Oh, this is one I have to finish. I'm working on my chickens in here. That'll be Poppy. There's MJ. That's Clover. So cute. Oh, and then I did a lacy drawing for how I did my lacy pattern, how I do a lacy decrease. Nice. Obviously a dandelion. Goal achieved. Thank you. Getting clay from dirt. I did a diagram of how I get clay from my soil in order to make pottery. And I think that's where we end for that one. So I have to fill this again. I'm going to keep this out so that I remember to draw in it. And then I'll keep my regular writing notebook out so that I remember to regular write in it. And then these ones are all going... Is that really my only finished pattern book? I think that's not my only finished pattern. Oh, there it is, the other one. Okay, 2 finished books of patterns. I thought I had 2. Good. Frida, do you know about Alexander Skarsgård? He's pretty famous in Sweden. If you don't need to be from Sweden to know what his face looks like. That jawline, though. Definitely a dandelion. Thank you. Thank you very much. So why don't we finish the stream off today showing some chicken babies. You guys want to see some baby chickens? I have 15 baby chickens in my home right now. I have 6 large baby chickens, and then I have 9 small baby chickens. Let's start with the small ones, because they are just little devils right now. Little poop machines. You guys are little poop machines. It's almost time for you to graduate to your next holding container. They're so sleepy right now. Hi guys. Who wants to come say hello? Not me, not me. I am afraid. Come, little English tea rose. Hi. Hi. Little tea rose, come here. Oh, hello. Ugh. Okay, fine. Let me show off. Okay, you can come if you're ready. You can come if you're ready. Beep, 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 beep. You're okay. You're in 0 dangers. Here is our little girl. Hi. Hi. You sleepy? You making eye contact with me? So this little baby looks like she's coming out barred, which is kind of wonderful because MJ was barred. She was a barred rock. But you can see that her wings have stripes of light and dark. So, what is it? Hi. Nice to see you. You want to come in here? No? You just want to meow? You looking for your boyfriend? It's warm, so he's working outside. Hi. She's looking for Alex. That's what she's doing. Hi. Anyway, here is, it's a holy mackerel. This is an unnamed little girl. There, you can see there. And she's got white wingtips. Wow, wow, wow. There you go. And, oh gosh, I'm so afraid. So afraid. Come here, Diane. I'm calling this baby English Rose and Diane because it's Diane's baby and I love him. I love her. It's okay, hold on, hold on. You're all right. Hold on. What's wrong? Hi. So I think she'll have some brown or red on her. We're not sure what that'll be yet. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You can see on her feathers, there's like a brown stripe. Hi. Sorry, headphone users. Turn your volume down. I know, I know, I know. Life is so scary when you're very small. You can go back. It's okay. Oh my goodness, you guys are in zero danger here. The first batch didn't have this much fear. These ones are more scared. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. This one is the baby sparrow. I love it. Don't know if it's a girl or a boy yet, but look at those pretty feathers. Hi. 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 Beep, beep, beep. Nice to see you. Beep. Oh, gosh. Give Millicent a hug for me, too. Bye, Frida. Have a good day. There you go. Who else is a pretty, pretty bird, huh? You're a pretty bird. You want to come say hi to everybody? I did indeed make my jumper myself. There's a tutorial on it on my channel for it. It's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. I literally would never hurt you. I hatched you because I love you. There, I just want to show you that wing while it's open so you can see the colors. Isn't that a pretty bird? You're gonna be such a pretty bird. Yeah. Yeah, it's my fingernail. It's green, like the grass. Yeah, so cute. Anyway, this is a cute baby. I'll go get the big babies now. So Parsley, I saw somebody ask, is Parsley in this batch? This is not Parsley's batch, this is our second batch. Parsley is almost a full-grown chicken. Let me go grab her. She's always happy to come out of her little enclosure. Aren't you, Pars? Little parcel tongue. My little parsley tongue. Hi. Hi, kiddo. Are you excited? Good morning. You guys stay in. I'm just getting Parsley. Stay in here. My little troublesome dove. Oh, thank you. I like this sweater too. I appreciate that. Don't you poop on it. I just finished washing them all. Hello. So this is Parsley. She is on Sunday, she'll be 5 weeks old. She's 4 weeks old and a bit right now. This is our first female chick we ever hatched. Hi, Mama. Pretty girl. Hello. And her mom is white and lays white eggs, and her dad is rainbow and has the blue egg gene. So she should, lay very pale blue eggs. It's okay. You don't have to be scared of anything here. You're safe. Yeah, everything's good. No, you can't have my teeth. Anyway, you can see she's got some black feathers on her legs that are growing. Hi, no, you can't. You can't. Go away. You have salmonella. Go away. You can't. Hi. It's just fluff. It's just fluff. Hey there, Jojo Vella. It's a chain. You can't eat metal. Anyway, hi, Jojo Vela, you're coming right at the end when I'm showing off my new chickens. Well, they're not new. These ones are almost 5 weeks old. They'll be going outside pretty much permanently at 6 weeks. So this is where we're looking right now at 5 weeks. And we hatched them out of eggs. You're beautiful. Another very fun thing, it's okay. I just want to show everyone. Another fun thing I'm noticing about her is her black feathers are actually gray feathers that are laced. So she has gray feathers that are laced in black. Hi. And I'm hoping they're all going to turn that way because that would be very cool. But what I'm trying to say is you can see this feather. It's got a dark rim around the edge. So she's got some black feathers in her. It's okay. Throughout her plumage for unclear reasons. Hi. Look, a little chicken wing. That would have no meat on it at all. And you can see that she has eaten very well today. I'll show you how you can see. Hi. See this big separation right here of her chicken breast? Well, one side is nothing, and the other side here, this is all full of grain. That's her gizzard. Don't make me hungry for chicken wings. I know it would be inappropriate to be hungry for chicken wings when looking at such a beautiful little baby girl. But you can see right here, this big full pocket, it's full of grains. It's full of her food. It's like a little pouch. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. You're beautiful. Pew, pew. You're looking for where'd they go? That's the siblings. Like, where are you? That's it. It's okay. Anywho, that's Parsley. She's the girl that we're gonna keep. I have to get ready to sell the boys because they should get rehomed probably around 6 weeks old. Hi, pretty girl. But she's staying. She's gonna be our chicken. Pew pew, pew pew. You done? You want to go back with your siblings? I'll just bring her back. I'll be right back. Hi. Pew. Pew, pew. Where's my handsome rooster? Hi. I just want to show you one more. Nope, you get back in there. Well, hold on, hold on. Hold on. You're okay. You're all right. So here's one more. This is a rooster. Pretty much certain it's a rooster because of his red comb and wattle. But look at those freckles on his front chest. Aren't they pretty? Hi. He's such a pretty boy. You're going to be such a pretty rooster. He will make, such a good rooster. He's so big. Hi. He's a big boy. He's significantly heavier than Parsley. You're all right. Yeah, it's okay. We could be friends. He's very pretty. He's a very pretty boy. And he just wants to hang. Whenever he's here, he doesn't scream like Parsley. Parsley's like, get me back to the other chickens. He makes this adorable noise. Listen how cute it is. Yeah, you just talking? Hi. Beep, beep. You little dinosaur? You baby dinosaur? Yeah. You baby dinosaur. Oh. All right, guys, I gotta go. Alex is starting his work meetings, and it is 11 o'clock. So I love you guys, and I will see you in a couple days. Thank you, Candice, for explaining the new live stream schedule. Don't forget to like the video if you're new here, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I will see you on Monday. Okay, have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much to those of you who have joined Patreon and who are patrons now. I really appreciate you guys. Join Patreon if you are not there yet, and don't forget to like the video. Okay, love you, bye!